So once again, if you're just now tuning in, we've got a tornado on the ground out here in Michigan, Cass County and St. Joseph County in Michigan. We've got a big debris ball right here near Davis Lake Street. This is about to go over Monette Street, and then that's going to go up towards Brownsville, Spring Beach, and Vandalia. We just got this tornado warning. Now, this tornado was on the ground with no warning for probably a couple of minutes. Before this actually got a warning on it. But now we've got a tornado on the ground here north of Edwardsburg in Michigan, of all places. There's that big velocity couplet. You can see the inbound and the outbound winds here coming in together as they go over the highway here. This is Highway 62 out of Edwardsburg, moving up towards Penn. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, tornado on the ground. For some reason, we've got a radar-indicated tornado warning here. This should be confirmed because it's one of the most obvious tornado signatures I have ever seen in Michigan, ever. Okay, this is definitely a big tornado warning or a big tornado on the ground right now doing significant damage in Michigan. Right now, if you know anybody up here, you got to call them and let them know. I bet you just about anything. These people are not expecting this. Confirmed tornado on the ground near the Indiana-Michigan border. Okay, this is pushing up into southwest Michigan right now. The radar's clearly showing a tornado debris signature. This means that the storm is actively lofting physical debris into the air right now. Don't wait for your phone to go off for the elevated warning or anything like that. Don't wait for the sirens. If you're in the path of this storm near Girard or south of South Bend, you need to get into the lowest floor of a sturdy building and stay away from windows, okay? This is going to be a very dangerous storm here for our friends out there in Michigan. Once again, this is going to be for Cass County and St. Joseph County in Michigan. We've got the Edwardsburg High School in the direct path here. Okay, Edwardsburg, and then also we've got places like the Cassopolis High School. Now, the big rotating part of the storm is technically past Edwardsburg now, but I still want you in your safe spots. But we are going to see this continue to cross over Highway 62 and then eventually move towards Highway 60 on its route between Cassopolis and Penn. This is still a tornado on the ground doing damage right now. As it goes up towards Highway 60. Once again, National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Cass and St. Joseph in Michigan. The current location of the tornado is, this is about 2 or 3 minutes behind. So it's going to be right up here between Turpin Road and Cemetery Road and Mount Zion Street, moving up towards Brownsville, Eagle Point, Spring Beach, Paradise Lake, Vandalia, Cane Pond State Game Area. You guys all need to be rushing to your safe spot right now. You can still see that debris signature. And yeah, this is in Michigan, of all places. We are going to be talking about a lot of places today. Michigan, I didn't think would be on the list so early, but here we are. A tornado is officially on the ground. We've got a weather station here right next to this tornado, actually. Look at this. Massive uptick. Look at that pressure drop. You see this? Pressure drop right as that part of the storm went over this Tempest WEATHERFLOW weather station. Big pressure drop as the storm went by. Also, huge lightning uptick with this within the past couple of minutes. We're up to about 300 strikes per hour on this storm. Dew points rise, pressures drop. We've got a continuing dangerous situation for our friends over here south of Cassopolis in Michigan. A tornado on the ground right now. There's that debris ball once again, or the tornado debris signature. That's what we're looking at right there north of Edwardsburg, moving up towards Brownsville. Let me get a little deeper look here. Yeah, this has got like a whole debris field. This is a nasty one, y'all. All right, yeah, bear with me here. I just like rushed over here to the computer to get this started. Yeah, so the tornado is going over the road near the Canine Country Club and Grooming, and then it's crossed over Monette Street right after that. It's to the west of Calvin Community Chapel now. Okay, that last scan here does show a little bit less of a concerning looking rotation signature, but I would just about bet my bottom dollar there's still a tornado down here as it goes up towards Brownsville and maybe even Williamsville in Michigan. Once again, tornado on the ground, just crossed over Highway 62 north of Edwardsburg in Michigan. Now it's moving over towards the Calvin Community Chapel in the Universal Casket and Cremation area. If you know where that is, south of Cassopolis, that's where we are having the problems. Now, we're getting a lot of rain, a lot of hail, some strong winds, and in Cassopolis and Penn, that's going to be moving over towards Three Rivers next. You guys are getting a strong storm, but the tornado is to your south, okay? The tornado is to your south right now. Confirmed tornado right now. Unbelievably, we still have a radar-indicated tornado warning for this. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, we had a tornado on the ground for several minutes before the warning was issued. Warning got issued right when we went live. Now we've got people rushing to their shelters, but I believe a tornado has already done damage here between Coulter Street, Davis Lake Street, and up towards Highway 62 here west of Calvin Center in Michigan. Let me zoom out here. Let me show you something real quick. This is up here in Michigan, okay? The main event today is going to be in Kansas and Oklahoma and Missouri and Arkansas, okay? Nobody, not even me, thought we was going to be talking about Michigan today, this early anyways. So I just about bet the people who just potentially got hit by this tornado weren't expecting it either, and the people out in front of it are likely oblivious to this right now. So if you know anybody out here, let them know we've got a dangerous rogue storm out here trying to spin up over here between Constantine and Three Rivers in Centerville. We got about 23,000 people impacted inside of this tornado warning polygon right now. And, you know, we've been focused here on Michigan, but the atmosphere is, it's uncorking out west. The Storm Prediction Center already has an 80% chance of a new severe thunderstorm, or more likely tornado watch, being issued momentarily for Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and Missouri. We're already seeing rapid convective initiation near Wichita, Salina, and we're already starting to see reports of hail starting to filter in over there as well. So that's the main reason. That's why we're live today, is for that big time outbreak that we're expecting over there in the west. But we've already got rogue naders over here in the east as well. This is Michigan, y'all. We just had a tornado do damage over here on Highway 62 in Michigan. Yeah, we're trying to listen to the scanner feeds out there, but we lost them. We lost them about 5 minutes after the tornado warning went live. Yeah, the rotation is a little bit less impressive now. Let me show you what we were just looking at, though. I mean, I'll play the animation here. Look at that. Right here is where we had the tornado go through, right just to the north of Edwardsburg in Michigan. It looks like it's unwound a little bit, but it's still something that we're concerned about as it goes up towards Brownsville, okay? Once again, a tornado was on the ground momentarily north of Edwardsburg in Michigan. We still do have that tornado warning for Cass County and St. Joseph counties. We've got places like the Colonial Acres Mobile Home Park in the path of this. Eagle Lake Estates. We've got the campsites as well. Cranberry Lake Campground, Hemlock Lake Campground, and Camelot Campground in the path here, and even the Pinelli Airport. Those are all places that are potentially in the path of a damaging tornado here. It looks like that on that last scan, we just got a new scan. It looks like it's trying to ramp back up again. You see how we're getting those brighter greens on the left side of that couplet? Just south of Brownsville, that's probably a new tornado trying to spin up right there. That could have been a pretty strong one. The one that hit just north of Edwardsburg, that's not a weak couplet at all. That could have been a strong tornado. And if this storm has a history of producing a strong tornado, it could definitely do it again. And yes, this is a bad sign for what is going to happen later today. If this is any indication of what the storms farther to the west are going to be like later today, then we're going to have a bad time today. 100%, yep. If you're just now tuning in, we're watching a surprise tornado. A lot of people in the chat are saying, how on earth is there a tornado in Michigan when there's snow on the ground? There's still snow on the ground up here. And that's a great question, but it shows how incredibly dynamic today's atmosphere is. Normally, snow on the ground keeps air near the surface cold and stable, which acts like a shield against tornadoes. Now, there's not a ton, right? But there's piles of snow still laying around out here. I don't know. We'll have to see a video. If a tornado hit like an area of snow, we might have ourselves a snow-nado on our hands here. This is still, unfortunately, this is still a very serious situation, and we're hoping that our friends in Brownsville and Williamsville take shelter here. As the velocity couplet is still showing signs of life here as it goes towards Williamsville. They might actually need to issue a new tornado warning here as the couplet is about to exit the warning polygon to the east. You see how it's about to skip? It looks like it's kind of turning right a little bit. That's going to be a problem. So we're going to continue to watch this. So yeah, normally snow on the ground and the cooler air temperatures. By the way, what's the environment look like here? Let's look at this Tempest weather station. Temperatures are actually pretty warm. Okay, the temperatures are actually pretty warm, 64, 65 degrees out here. It's actually 70 degrees out in front of this, 74 degrees. So once again, very residual snowfall or snow on the ground. It's not like we got feet of snow. It's not like it's literally the Arctic up here, but it takes a while for some of them big piles to melt. We've got this big surge of warm air ramming into some cooler air. And then this is what we've got right now up here moving towards Centerville now. Now, all of our attention has been on this surprise tornado in Michigan. The main event of the day is going to be officially waking up out west here soon. Okay. The main event of the day is going to be waking up here soon. The Storm Prediction Center currently has an 80% probability of a new severe weather watch being issued for Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa, and Missouri. The atmosphere is literally uncorking right now. We are seeing rapid convective initiation near Wichita. So let's go check on that. Well, first of all, let's go check on Florida because apparently we have a storm down here too. Yeah, there you go. Big time, a severe thunderstorm warning in Florida for Geneva, Houston, and Holmes counties. It's going to be one of those days, y'all. It's going to be one of those days. We're talking about Hartford, Alabama, Taylor, Alabama, and Malvern, Alabama being in the path of this. Yep, it's going to be one of those days where we're a little bit of here, we're a little bit of there, and we're a little bit of just everywhere, okay? We're going to be flying all around this map today because not only do we have this big mesoscale discussion, soon to be new tornado watch up here in Kansas. Do you see this little line right here? We're about to see explosive convective initiation right along that, I believe. All right, let me show you the latest outlook. Here's what we've got. Let me refresh the page. Let me make sure that I'm showing you the right thing. Okay. Here's the latest. By the way, we just had a tornado. We just had a tornado up here in the marginal risk. All right. But the main event today is going to be in this orange area, the enhanced risk. This includes Paris, Texas, Fort Smith, Tulsa, Bartlesville, Joplin, Springfield, Emporia, Topeka, Kansas City, St. Joseph, up to Omaha, and almost up to Des Moines. Okay. That's the main event today. We are going to see strong storms all the way up to Milwaukee, though, and then all the way back past Dallas towards San Angelo. If you're in the yellow or the orange or the green, as we have seen today, you're going to want to make sure that you're paying very close attention to the weather today. As I was talking to the chasers before we came on here, and they were saying that the atmosphere feels very volatile. Okay, it feels very nasty out there. Like this could be a big day. So let's go back over here. Actually, let's go to the tornado probabilities. So we have two separate 10% hatch risk areas. So we've got down here in the Choctaw Nation region of Oklahoma, the Red River Valley north of Dallas, the Fort Smith area, Bentonville, Fayetteville, that's Walmart land over here up towards Joplin, Carthage, and Springfield, we've got a 10% probability of a tornado happening today, with some of those tornadoes potentially being around EF2 or greater strength. So strong tornadoes possible today. Then up here in our second 10% area, this one's going to be right over Kansas City, Topeka, Manhattan, up to Maryville, and Quincy, I believe. Not Quincy, I'm sorry. St. Joseph. This is where we're going to see potentially another round of strong tornadoes, 10% probability up here. Now, the brown area is a 5% probability, and the green area is a 2% probability. We've already seen a tornado today. Okay, we've already seen potentially a strong tornado today, by the way, in the 2% zone. So if you're in the brown or you're in the yellow, I would be hyper weather aware today, as this could be a dangerous day for a lot of people. Now, of course, we don't want you to be scared. Be prepared. This is going to be something that most people will be just A-okay, all right? Even if we have a huge tornado outbreak today, 99% of you are going to be just fine. But just in case you're the 1% that's unlucky, you're gonna want to do everything you possibly can to protect yourself and your family, right? So that's what I'm here for today, is just to make sure you understand the severity of the situation, and then just to relay information to you that might help you do that. Hands disappearing. Yeah, I wrapped my mic arm in a green screen material. Don't know if that was the right move or not, to be honest. Okay, let's see what YALLBOT's got to say.
Hey Ryan, not sure if you saw the chat blowing up about this, but we've got dozens of locals in southern Michigan confirming that the snow actually melted earlier this week. That explains the instability fueling that Cass County tornado warning. Also, over 20 people are asking about the timing for Tulsa. Perfect setup for the enhanced risk breakdown. And by the way, someone's complaining you're ignoring the north right after you just tracked that Michigan tornado for 15 minutes.
Yeah, you tell him, YALLBOT. You tell him, YALLBOT. Listen, you guys aren't getting away with it anymore. YALLBOT's watching the chat like a hawk, all right? Somebody tries to say I'm ignoring something, it's keeping receipts. But yeah, apparently the snow has melted. Now, are you telling me at the Walmart parking lot there ain't even just a little bit of snow left? There ain't piles of snow left around the light poles? I'm going to send somebody up there and I'm going to check myself. Somebody send me a picture of a completely no snow on the ground Cassopolis. I want to see it. I bet you there's some snow somewhere hiding around up here in Michigan. But the tornado warning continues. But guys, the reason why I've calmed down a little bit and we're not being as hyper serious at this very moment is because it does look like we no longer have a tornado on the ground. Deep breath. Okay, this was pretty serious a moment ago. It still is a serious situation. We still want you in your safe spot in Cass and St. Joseph counties in Michigan, but the debris signature is no longer there. The velocity couplet is less impressive, and the cell just looks less impressive. Does that mean that we're done talking about this? Absolutely not. This could continue to be a big deal, but right now, this is more of a precautionary tornado warning than an emergency. However, you still need to be in your safe spot in Jones, the Crane Pond area, and the Heritage community. All right? Yeah, the National Weather Service is continuing that tornado warning for Cass and St. Joseph counties until 3:45 p.m. Eastern. We're getting unconfirmed reports from chat that the storm might be trying to cycle. And, you know, I see it. This storm definitely has a life to continue to live here. We might see them actually issue a new tornado warning for Three Rivers because that little hook is coming outside of the polygon right now. It wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. It would make a lot of sense, actually. And Jared, I added some stuff. I don't know if I made it more complicated or what, but I added points to the news and damage, and I added the ability to link. I think I added the ability to link stuff. All right, so let's clear up who is in danger right now. If you're in Niles, Jackson, or Ann Arbor, you're not in this warning polygon. Storm's already passed east of Niles, and it's well west of Jackson and Ann Arbor. The immediate threat right now is for northeastern Cass and northwestern St. Joseph counties. Yeah, we're looking to see if they're going to issue another tornado warning here. We've got a broad area of rotation. Go check back in on that severe thunderstorm warning in Florida and Georgia. This is going to continue for Geneva, Houston, and Holmes counties for 38 more minutes. And let's go check in on some of our storm chasers. Where's Brandon Kopic? Brandon Kopic is up here north of Salina, Kansas, giving us a view of what will soon be an explosive area of supercell development, I believe. You can see a little bit more of that cumulus field here from Brandon Montgomery's point of view. Brett Adair is out here in Oklahoma, and look at the speed of them clouds, son. There you go. This is why we're potentially going to see some big tornadoes out here. You got that low-level jet already going pretty well. And it's just going to get more impressive as the evening goes on. Ooh, Freddie McKinney. Ow. Look at this. Is this blip? So here's this little blip. If we look at Freddie McKinney's feed, I think you can see it in the distance there. That's a visible blip if I've ever seen one. All right, hold on. I got to go push a button. Hold on. I got to push a button. I'll be right back. The button has been pushed. There's that new tornado warning. We've been waiting on it. There you go.
New tornado warning has been
Cass and
issued.
St. Joseph counties again under a tornado warning here. This is going to be for Three Rivers, Michigan, Nottawa. It's going to be for Fabius, Centerville, and Jones, and Williamsville in Michigan. And it does look like our hook is getting a little bit more hooky here. You see it? See that? It looks like it's trying to wrap up right over the town of Jones. So Jones, Michigan, take shelter now. Okay? Get indoors, underground if you can. If you can't, then interior room, away from windows, as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. This storm did produce a tornado earlier, and it is capable of doing that again as it approaches Three Rivers and Centerville. Yeah, that's a mean-looking hook. 100%. So I would not play around with this one, y'all. Some places in the path here, and if you know anybody at any of these places, reach out to them. We've got the Opitals Health and Rehabilitation Center, the Three Rivers High School, Three Rivers Health Hospital. Additionally, we've got the Camp Wakeshma, and Lakeside Campground in Jones, directly in the path of this. Mobile home parks. We got the Meadow Lane Village Mobile Home Park, the Village Mobile Home Court, and the Golden Pond Estates. And then, yeah, there's the Three Rivers Municipal Airport in the path as well. Everybody out here needs to be taking shelter. Look at that hook. It's looking a little bit more intense. Now, I will say that the rotation, the velocity doesn't look as bad as it did earlier, but the supercell, the cell itself is looking pretty gnarly. And we got to take it seriously. If you're just now tuning in, we had a surprise tornado in Michigan to start off our event today. So that's what's going on. Also, we've got a blip in Kansas. Blip warning. We need a sound for that. Blip. Right here. This is the blip that we're watching. And I've got to get something to drink. If you're new here and you haven't heard this before, listen to these lyrics carefully.
Every storm starts out as a blip, a little bitty blip, taking moisture from the ground, call it a double dip, but I don't give a flip. Little blips, they can rip, you can feel it in your hip. Never underestimate a blip.
Never underestimate a blip. Okay, this little thing right here, screenshot it. Consider it a baby photo. All right, we're about to see this thing become a full-grown adult as it goes across the highway here, Highway 81, between Concordia and Salina. All right, this is going to be an explosive supercell development environment that it's moving into. Now, honestly, some of the stuff to the south looks a little bit more impressive. So we're going to be tracking this as well. These could explode as well. So we've got storms starting to pop up north and west of Dallas. We're going to see them pop up in and around Dallas as well. So we're with you today in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Boom, there you go. Tornado watch. National Weather Service just issued a tornado watch for a bunch of Oklahoma. We've got 3,500,000 people included in this tornado watch. So this includes Dallas. Dallas, Texas is under a tornado watch now. We've got the 2012 Big 12 Wrestling Championship. That event is going to be impacted tonight, more than likely. The Oklahoma Sooners softball game versus Louisiana. That's happening tonight at 6:30. That might, take a hit here from our tornado watch. Toto? Is that like a show? That's tonight at 9 p.m. That's taking place inside of this tornado watch as well. Also, there's a Dwight Yoakam show. A Dwight Yoakam show tonight at 9 p.m. I would consider staying off the roads and not doing too much out in this tornado watch tonight. I'm just being honest with y'all. Yeah, do you guys know Dwight Yoakam is from where I am? So is Tyler Childers and what's that other guy? Long beard, great voice, Tennessee whiskey. Chris Stapleton. We're all like we're essentially neighbors over here, son. Well, they were born here. They live in like a big city or something now. I don't know, but yeah, that they're all from right around here. Anyways, a tornado watch is in effect for the next 7 hours, y'all. Lock it down. Lock it down. All right, so let's zoom in here on this special weather statement. We do have a special weather statement now in effect here for Marshall, Carter, Johnson, and Murray counties in southern Oklahoma. This cell is right near Dixon, and it's moving northeast at about 40 miles per hour. But guys, this is another one of those blips, okay? This storm is moving into a highly volatile environment that's absolutely primed for severe weather. This is exactly why we are talking about, the atmosphere uncorking. This is going to be moving into an explosive environment. It really is. Let's see here. Nicholas says, speaking of great music, do you still play Andy's song? I think it's worthy of Billboard charts. I love it. Well, Andy is going to be here today. We only play the Andy song when we're trying to summon him, when we miss Andy because he's not here. He's going to be here in like 30 minutes, so we've got to save the power of that. So I'm testing something out right now. If you guys have been in the WEATHERWISE app, you've seen it. But we've got a new feature. There's tons of new features in the WEATHERWISE app, but one of them involves checking in and doing the shared location thing. I'll let you guys naturally find that one. We will work on incorporating that into the show as time goes on. But right now, we're kind of in hyper-focus mode. We're waiting to see what in the world is going to happen with these blips that are blipping about right now. Brandon Kopic is getting awfully close to that blip. Honestly, it looks like it's having a little bit of trouble. But let's listen in and let's see what Freddie McKinney's up to. Yeah. We'll check back in with Freddie right here in a second. But let's look at Three Rivers. The reason I haven't been back here is because there's no huge developments. Now, the most recent scan does show the wrapping up of the base of this storm again, and it does look a lot more impressive than it did 5 minutes ago. You can also see we've got some more convergence here. Okay, so Three Rivers, really nothing changes for you. There is a tornado-producing storm moving directly towards you. Okay. So this is a tornado warning in Cass and St. Joseph counties in Michigan. We need you to take shelter now. But we also just got a massive tornado watch that covers 11 million people from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex all the way up through central and eastern Oklahoma, including Tulsa, Norman, and Ardmore. This watch goes until 10 p.m. Central tonight. Yeah, this might be coming down here in Three Rivers. Take shelter in Three Rivers. Very significant situation coming together here. I think we might actually have a tornado debris signature. Worst case scenario potentially unfolding for our friends in Three Rivers. Yeah, this thing's rearing up right as it comes into town. Guys, once again, if you know anybody over here, call them. Call them. They're not expecting this. Nobody in Three Rivers woke up today thinking that there was going to be a tornado, and there literally might be one coming into town right now. A tornado debris signature is visible on radar now. This needs an update. This needs an upgrade. This likely needs to be a confirmed tornado warning. Let's start ringing the alarm bells big time up here in Three Rivers. We've got, if this tornado is on the ground, which it looks like it very well might be, it's pretty much riding Highway 60 up into the southwest side of Three Rivers. If you know where the Menards is, that's the side of town that it's going to try to come in on. The Menards is going to cross Broadway Road near the Applebee's Bar and Grill right up there by the Meijer. Think about it. You live out here. You know what I'm talking about. South of the Walmart, where the Meijer and the Menards is, next to the Home Depot, that's the entry zone for the tornado. Now, the radars can be a little bit off, and also the stuff can wobble around a little bit, so I don't want to get too hyper-specific here. The tornado could also, be as far north as the Walmart, or as far south as down here, closer to the Bawa Storage or Kettle Preserve area. If you're at the Triple Creek Truck, Trailer, and Car Wash, you're in a dangerous spot, okay? Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's not good. That's not good. Once again, direct path here. We've got Menards, Home Depot, and the Applebee's, and the Timber Cannabis Co. dispensary right in the path here. If you're just now tuning in, we've got a tornado potentially on the ground. Three Rivers is a pretty big place, so I'm surprised we haven't gotten confirmed reports yet. However, regardless, the radar looks scary enough to where I would say that, let's not worry about that. Let's just go ahead and get underground as fast as possible. Once this goes by the Applebee's and the dispensary over here, then it's going to go up towards the Opitals Health and Rehabilitation Center. If you guys know where Skidmore Park is, that's in the path. It's going to go up there towards the Three Rivers Health Family Care area, and then potentially the Three Rivers Middle School. So it's going to do right across town, potentially, as it moves from southwest to northeast through Three Rivers. But right now, it's going to be right there around that Walmart and the Meijer on the southwest side of town. If you know anybody out here, give them a call. If you know anybody out here, give them a call. Here's a video from Edwardsburg. This is looking southeast of Edwardsburg. Jared, if you can go through here and if you can see anything that's like relevant, add a couple points to surface it up to the top or something.
This tornado warning has been upgraded.
Look, by the way, I mean, we're not in the joking mode right now, but there is snow on the ground out here. I told you. All right, they did upgrade our warning. We have a PDS tornado warning now. We have a PDS tornado warning for St. Joseph County in Michigan. Nobody woke up today thinking there was going to be a tornado in Michigan, especially not the people down here in Three Rivers. Now we've got a big tornado potentially coming right through town. This is a considerable damage threat for Three Rivers, and it's coming in on the side of town where the Walmart Supercenter is, and the Meijer and the Menards, okay? Then it's going to go over towards Skidmore Park and potentially exit town up there towards the Three Rivers Municipal Airport. Everybody in Three Rivers needs to be in their safe spot, but also downstream here, we've got to be thinking about our friends in Pikeville and Minden. We've got a big debris signature here. We might be having very significant damage happening in Three Rivers right now, and you've got to start thinking about what you're going to do if this continues on its trajectory towards Minden and places like that. Even down there towards Union City, you guys need to start getting ready. This is a pretty powerful storm, and a lot of people are expecting it. If you know somebody out there, call them and let them know that we have a particularly dangerous situation, a damaging tornado on the ground right now. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. There's a debris ball right over the town of Three Rivers, y'all. This is bad. Have we heard anything? I mean, this looks so crazy on radar. I feel a little bit of relief that we haven't heard anything from people on the ground yet. But also, I don't know. Whether or not we're being too optimistic there. Yeah. So if you look at if you use the cross-section tool on WeatherWise that I showed you guys yesterday, you will actually see that the debris signature goes up to about 10,000 feet. So it's potentially a big tornado. Give me just a second, guys. All right, if you're just now tuning in, the confirmed tornado has just pushed through Three Rivers, and it's not done yet. We've got a particularly dangerous situation tornado on the ground moving past Three Rivers now towards the municipal airport. This storm's moving northeast at about 40 miles per hour, and it's not weakening. If you're in Centerville, Moore Park, Fishers Lake, Nottawa, Wasepi, or any of these places, you are next in line. You cannot wait to see it. You cannot wait for a siren. You need to get in your basement or an interior windowless room immediately. If you know anybody driving on US 131 or Highway 60 near this area, call them right now and let them know to pull over at a safe, sturdy shelter. Don't try to outrun the system. This is not the first tornado of this storm. It produced another tornado just to the west of here, I believe. 100%. Yep. Somebody in chat said it's already done some structural damage to homes up there. I'm seeing a lot of stuff like that in chat, but I'm not. Okay, so the local news, WSBT, is reporting damage to homes and power lines. Okay, and there was reports coming in from their chasers of a multi-vortex tornado on the ground in Three Rivers. So we do have real life, real human confirmation of this happening as well on top of the radar. And that's coming from, I'm sure you guys know what WSBT is. So this is past Three Rivers now, okay? Now we've got to be worried about our friends between Parkville and Centerville up there towards Minden and, how do you say, Leonidas? Leonidas? There's no warning for you yet, but you might need to start thinking about what you're going to do if and when that warning does come through. We do have a PDS tornado warning still in effect here. Once again, here's a video from Mark earlier from Mason Township up here. And then this is from Niles. Guys, if you want to send in photos and videos, you can do that on ryanhallyall.com/submit. Is this, what is this? From right now? Is this from recently? This is from Penn Township, Michigan. Okay, so Penn Township, Michigan, that's right here. So that's that earlier tornado that we've got a picture of right here. So the earlier tornado definitely did damage. And this one, this most recent one, actually potentially looks a little bit stronger than that. So thank you, PS. Thank you for sending this in. That's actually really valuable intel there. Yeah, once again, ryanhallyall.com/submit if you want to send in photos and videos. Don't do it unless you can do so safely. We'll figure out what's going on. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way here. But if you've got the ability to send in stuff safely, go ahead. All right, let's go check in on our blip. One of our blips is really blipping about out here in Carter, Johnston, and Murray counties in Oklahoma. We just got a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. Brand new severe thunderstorm warning for Carter County, Oklahoma, Johnson, and Murray counties. This is going to be for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. We've got Dixon, Mansville, Ravia, Mill Creek, Baum, and Caldwell Hill all in the path here. This includes the Dixon Sports Center and the WF-connected campsite. Get indoors and away from windows. You've got big wind and hail coming right now. All right, so once again, Three Rivers, Michigan. This is a place that potentially just got hit by a big tornado. The circulation is now moving up past the airport and more towards Butler Road and Minden now. Okay, Butler Road and Minden. You guys need to be taking shelter. I'm sure they're about to issue a new tornado warning for areas north and east of here. Let's listen to this.
Go ahead. District advice. 131 West Michigan. Right on Millard. I've got a tornado on the ground.
Okay, I believe that's a police officer. We just heard a police officer say that they had a tornado on the ground. That was 8 minutes ago. 8 minutes ago, that transmission came through.
Go ahead. District advice. 131 West Michigan. Right on Millard. I've got a tornado on the ground.
Okay, so that's associated with our PDS tornado warning. Unfortunately, we are probably going to start seeing a bunch of damage reports coming in now. Yep, unfortunately. A lot of people in chat are asking, what does a PDS tornado warning mean? When you hear us say a PDS tornado warning, you need to act immediately. PDS stands for particularly dangerous situation. Okay, the National Weather Service uses this rare tag whenever there's high confidence that a large, long track and violent tornado is on the ground causing severe damage. It means that you need to elevate your response from take cover to absolute maximum life-saving action. So yeah, the storm's past Three Rivers now. It's moving up towards Minden. The hook, the rotation, and the velocity, or the correlation coefficient, all look a little bit less impressive than what they did earlier. But that doesn't mean that there's nothing to worry about here. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm hoping that we don't have to continue to track this tornado, but we very well could. Somebody said I just woke up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff going on out here in Michigan. Some of you are in the path of this, by the way. Also, we're getting reports in now that the fire department in Three Rivers is reporting heavy damage. Heavy damage is being reported right now from the Three Rivers area. So that's probably going to be what we are dedicated to. If this tornado doesn't come back down, and it doesn't recycle here, we're probably going to be doing some news relay here of what just happened in Three Rivers, because I know we got a lot of people watching from there. We have some people watching that have loved ones there, so we're not going to leave you behind, even though our main focus is going to shift west. Okay, we are going to continue to relay what we know about Three Rivers. Okay, we did just get a brand new PDS tornado warning now for Branch, Michigan, and St. Joseph County in Michigan. This is an observed PDS tornado warning with a considerable damage threat. We now have the Minden High School directly in the path here. Also, the Leedy Lake Campground. If anybody knows anybody at the Leedy Lake Campground, you got to call them and let them know that this is a very dangerous situation. Okay? Call them and let them know that we have a tornado on the way out here. This is also going to hit places out there near the Klein's Resort Mobile Home Park. So take shelter immediately. If you're just now tuning in, we got a tornado confirmed with a considerable damage threat out here in Branch and St. Joseph counties in Michigan. We are getting numerous heartbreaking reports now of structural damage coming out of Cass and St. Joseph counties. Scanner traffic and local news is confirming that there are collapsed buildings, downed power lines from Edwardsburg all the way up through Three Rivers. So I think we've had two separate tornadoes here. We even have somebody in the chat reporting that their friend's home was just destroyed. I don't know, obviously that's unconfirmed, but I don't know why they'd lie. I don't know why Ben Griff 11 would lie. Please keep these folks in your thoughts and don't get on the roads. Okay, this is going to be an extremely dangerous situation. Per the scanner in Three Rivers, there was a high school that took a direct hit. There's a lot of stuff that I think just took a direct hit here, y'all.
You sure did.
Sorry, I'm reading through multiple different stuff. All right, and you know the latest scan that just came in, it does look like we might have another situation where it's recycling a little bit. You can see we've got some increased colors here on the southeast side, some brighter reds. We've got some major inflow coming into the storm now. Some major inflow coming into the storm now. So this might wrap up and do it again. So we need our friends in Minden to take shelter immediately. And yeah, we're watching, our friends in Oklahoma too. The atmosphere is finally breaking loose out there. We have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning for Carter, Johnson, and Murray counties. The sail just popped up near Dixon. It's moving east. We're going to continue to keep you updated on this, okay? But our most of our resources are going to be dedicated over here. Yeah, there's a lot of info coming in. I'm waiting to see if we can triage some of this breaking news about what just happened in Three Rivers. Yeah, lots of damage reports coming in. We're getting numerous reports of structural damage, including building collapses in Three Rivers. But downstream, the National Weather Service has issued a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning that includes northeastern St. Joseph and northwestern Branch counties. So, we're trying to figure out what just happened with this tornado out here, but we're also trying to keep you updated on what's about to happen in Minden. The rotation is coming together again here as it goes over Highway 60. Minden, Leonidas, and all these places need to be underground right now. This is not the kind of storm that you're going to want to be outside for. You don't want to be in the living room for it. You want to be inside, underground, or in the most interior room of your home, not in a mobile home. You want to get to shelter immediately. There's a viewer right here that said it just started pouring and hailing. Yeah, so you're about to get the forward flank of the storm. This big purple part up here, this is the hail, this is the rain, this is the tall part of the storm. This is like, there's like a vacuum cleaner at the bottom of the storm and it's sucking up all the moisture, it's sending it up into the sky, and it's falling on you. The vacuum cleaner, though, is present down here at the bottom. That's where the tornado manifests, and that part is going towards Minden right now. So that's the most dangerous part of the storm, but the part that you're about to get hit by is also dangerous, and you're going to want to be indoors and away from windows for that. Folks, we're still tracking a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning for St. Joseph and Branch counties. This is the same exact storm that just produced a massive debris ball over Three Rivers and north of Centerville. And it's moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. And it is holding together. This isn't falling apart. If you live in Minden, Leonidas, or Sherwood, you are next in line. Don't step outside and look for this. You can't wait to hear a siren. This is going to continue to carry that considerable damage threat tag from the National Weather Service, meaning that it is actively destroying what's in its path. Now, the rotation doesn't look as consolidated as it did when it went through Three Rivers, but also we've just got so much low quality artifacts here that I don't know if we're getting a good image or not. We also just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for that forward flank, the top part of the storm, and this is going to go all the way out there into portions of Kalamazoo County. Okay, so we're talking about a considerable damage threat up here as well. Golf ball size hail coming into Gardner's Corners. So get indoors and away from windows up there, and then take shelter immediately farther to the south.
I'm on the floor making my way to San Diego, so it's just 3 Rivers. If it gets bad here, you can hit me on the radio and I'll make it back this way.
Oh my goodness. We just got this photo in from Kevin in Edwardsburg in Cass County, Michigan. This is a look at the damage that this tornado has been doing right now.
Teachers have got it on the ground. They're following it. I believe they're possibly 86 and 66 right now. They're tracking to the northeast. Yeah, they're on the ground. It's just...
There is a storm chaser out there pretty close to this. His name's Ben Richmond. If anybody knows Ben, reach out to him and ask if we can share his feed. If you know Ben, send him a quick text message. He's out there. He's doing... he's chasing in Centerville, Michigan right now. That's not a terrible thing, Jared. Yeah, it looks like a brand new house. Here is a drone view from Three Rivers, Michigan. My goodness. Chris, thanks for sending this in. Once again, RyanHallYall.com/submit if you want to send in photos and videos. This is what we're dealing with out here, guys. Major storm that's still doing damage right now.
Judge is recommending we were evacuating the courthouse this time.
And what we're listening, the scanner sound that you hear, what we're listening to is the Branch County Public Safety.
We're heading out right now. We're running them out.
This better be good, y'all. Bot. What's up?
Hey Ryan, you might have caught this already, but Emergency Management just issued an official report confirming significant damage on the southwest side of Three Rivers. Also, multiple locals in chat are reporting that the tornado sirens in Mendon are broken, validating your warning to not rely on them. And to answer your question about Ben Richmond, he's live streaming the tornado right now under Great Lakes.
Yep. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I can't pull up somebody's feed without their permission. I don't know, Ben. I don't know if he's streaming for a news station or what. Some of these guys sell out. They're, licensed to their footage. But once again, if it's no big deal, have them reach out to us and we'll get them in here. But you really, I'm looking at it right now with my eyes. I don't necessarily see a tornado on the ground right now, but I do see a big rotating wall cloud. And if this consolidates into a tighter area of rotation again, like I think it might, then we are going to have potentially a tornado of even greater magnitude than the one we had in Three Rivers come together right here near Leonidas. So you guys need to be taking shelter now in Branch and St. Joseph counties in Michigan. This is a confirmed tornado with a considerable damage threat. More damage. More damage coming in here. This is from Edwardsburg in Cass County, Michigan. This one, so there's been 2 tornadoes 2 tornadoes up here in Michigan. The one that we're having right now has had PDS tornado warnings and stuff. The one that hit up here in Edwardsburg, this was not warned. So not only were people not expecting a tornado up here, but there was not a tornado warning for probably a good 3 or 5 minutes as this thing was coming together. Yeah, hey guys, if you're like harassing that guy in his chat, don't do that. Don't do that. He's probably busy. I was saying if you personally knew Ben, don't go spam his chat. Once again, he might have a license to where he can only share it with the news station or like a different YouTuber or something. I don't know, but you can't, don't go harassing him. He's literally chasing a tornado. He's got bigger fish to fry, and we're all right. We've got the radar. We've got you guys, and I am watching it, so like I'll be able to tell you if I see anything on there. Yeah, apparently everybody's spamming that guy's chat. You guys are the reason why everybody makes fun of me on Reddit and says that I'm trying to take over the weather industry or whatever it is that they say over there. All right, this is a video that's coming to us from Three Rivers. So this is not right now. This was about, what, 20 minutes ago?
Tell me if I need to dodge something. I'm watching cars.
Yeah. Yeah. It's over there. I see it.
Hey, is that the Menards? These are literally the stores that we were talking about.
Oh.
To stay on US 130.
Oh my God.
I think if we can get through here, we'll be good. I haven't seen anything, like, other than...
all the debris that's jumping.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. There's the Menards.
Crap.
It literally hit the Menards.
Just flew off.
That's the Menards that we were talking about. Took the whole roof off.
Because the storage shed just blew off.
Wow.
Came out.
This is from Lindsay Whitaker.
Oh my.
Thank goodness they're safe.
Yeah.
But once again, if you're just now tuning in, what we're watching here is a video of the tornado that just went through Three Rivers.
It's over there.
And it literally hit the Menards that we were talking about while we were relaying the warning.
Holy
Keep
cow.
left to stay on US 131 South.
I think if we can get through here, we'll be good. I haven't seen...
Yeah, those guys were very close. Very close. Too close for comfort.
Yeah. Holy crap. Oh, Menard's roof just blew off. Oh my gosh.
All right. So, once again, if you guys got photos, videos, or anything like that you want to share with us, feel free to do so on ryanhallyall.com/submit. Now, let's get back into the tornado warning here, which does continue for 11 more minutes. The rotation is less impressive, but it's still there in Leonidas. Everybody in Leonidas needs to be in their safe spots, indoors, away from windows, underground preferably. Now, let's go check in on Oklahoma. We've got a bunch of friends in Oklahoma that are about to go through, unfortunately, some similar situations. We've got big-time supercells starting to pop up down here, and these things look nasty. Look at these beans, man. This is classic beginning stages of a tornado situation down here in Gavin and Murray counties. Okay, so this is going to come up towards Wynwood. Somebody says the storms are on the horizon. I'm prepared, not scared. That's awesome, man. Keep that spirit. These storms are going to get much bigger, much faster as they come up towards Stratford. We got another storm up here coming towards Mill Creek in Oklahoma that you need to watch out for. And then we've got another tornado watch, guys. While we were dealing with this over here in Michigan, we got a brand new tornado watch out here for 1.1 million people in portions of Kansas, Nebraska, and portions of Missouri and up there into Iowa. And look, while we're dealing with tornadoes out here in the red, this big stripe of blue is snow. We're having a snow emergency out here between Denver and Colorado Springs right now. I'll try to show you some of this real quick just to show you the dynamic nature of what we're dealing with here. Wow, our Colorado traffic cameras. down. But anyways, yeah, we've got like a mini blizzard going on in Denver right now. And then in the western side of Nebraska, we have all this snow. And then the eastern side of Nebraska, we got a tornado watch. So we've got a lot of very warm, unseasonably warm air colliding with very cool air on the backside. And that's why we've got such a crazy situation going on here. Yeah, so this is from that Edwardsburg tornado earlier. Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, some damage out there in Edwardsburg and Cass County, Michigan. Thank you guys for sending this stuff in. Yeah, at least subscribe to the Ben Richmond guy. If we gave him if we were crowding up his chat, say I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I don't know. I didn't know the details. Like I just thought maybe somebody knew him. Okay, and give him a quick text and get up with Jared. And I'm an optimist. Okay, sometimes that gets the best of me. I can't help it.
Right up 60, you might want to be aware.
I forgot that there was 51,000 people watching. And that was just going to turn into a whole mess. All right, so there's our big tornado watch. And there's our severe thunderstorm warnings. And then here is our ongoing tornado warning. We no longer have a PDS tornado warning, by the way. We no longer have a PDS tornado warning. Audio. We do still have a tornado warning, though. So if you're in Leonidas, you got to stay in that safe spot at least for the next 7 minutes. Okay. All right. So Ben verbally confirmed that we can share his feed, but we've got to check with Michigan Storm Chasers. We need a better pipeline for this. I know the guys at Michigan Storm Chasers. I don't think they would care, but let's just not worry about it. Let's just not worry about it. Let's see here. Calhoun County, you guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning. So they have not issued a tornado warning out in front of this, but they are starting to issue severe thunderstorm warnings out there south of Marshall. So if you're in Calhoun County, you got a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. Get indoors and away from windows. This is heading up towards I-69. Oh, really, Frank? I don't even know. Didn't even think about that. I don't even know what to do about that. All right, I'm going to turn that sound off. What you're hearing is the scanner. I'm just going to pause that for now. And let's go check in on some of our storm chasers. Brandon Kopic, look at this. Clear blue skies where Brandon is. Corey Gherkin's a little bit farther to the south. Yeah, this is just gas. Pure gasoline out here for these storm chasers. Wow. So this is out here in Kansas, where all of our storm chasers are. This is where we think we're about to have an explosive supercell situation. So we're going to keep a very close eye on these storm chasers out here. Tornado warning continues for just 4 more minutes out here, and then we're going to have that severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go back to the severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma. We've got about 22,000 people in Garvin and Murray counties under a severe thunderstorm warning for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then right next to that, sorry for flying around so much. Right next to that, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning north and east of Ardmore here for Carter, Johnson, and Murray counties, also for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Now, if we look at this storm and we zoom in here, you can see that it does have some inflow. We have some winds blowing into the storm. This storm is already trying to mature enough to have some rotation. Bad sign. These storms, if they can maintain their discreteness, will be entering a very, very favorable environment for tornado genesis over the next little bit. This is just south of Oklahoma City. Let's see what you guys are saying. There's 794 of you guys sharing your location with me in the WeatherWise app right now. Most of you are from Missouri. Most of you are from Missouri. And then we've got the rest of you in Michigan, Oklahoma, Illinois, and Kansas. You want your dot to pop up on the map. You want to add to that, you can check in on the WeatherWise app for free. We're watching these storms pop up as they go towards areas south and east of Oklahoma City. Somebody says, I'm kicking my feet while watching the stream. Somebody in McAllister says, it's nadir season. These guys in Oklahoma are excited about this. It seems like anyways. I'm sure not everybody is, but... it seems it seems like the mood is optimistic right now. We do have some storms starting to pop up over here in Missouri as well. A couple of blips, a blip here, a blip there, a blip up here towards Harrisonville. Kansas City, I know we got a lot of people watching in Kansas City. We are going to be talking about you guys a lot here over the next little bit.
We did just get a new tornado warning
in Branch County, in St. Joseph County in Michigan. So, my goodness, good call from the National Weather Service. Another recycle. Look at this. Huge breath of fresh air into the storm here right over Sherwood. So, if you're in Sherwood, if you go outside, which I wouldn't recommend, you are technically under the tornado warning, you're going to feel a warm breeze coming towards you, blowing right by you. That's getting sucked into what will soon become our next tornado, I believe. This is coming together quite well, actually. So unfortunately, I thought we were done with this. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought we were done with the this storm producing tornadoes, but here it goes again. It's digging down another hook, and we're probably going to have to deal with a tornado between Athens and Union City. Let's hope for the best here, but that's what it's looking like right now. Let's see what we've got. Dang. Yeah, there's no weather stations anywhere near this. But yeah, that's a big time sign of a storm coming together here with more rotation. All right, so if Ben sees something, Ben, you guys bugged him enough to where we do have permission to show his feed now. Okay, so I've got him pulled up here. I will cut to Ben if he gets in front of this thing again, which I believe he's on Highway 60 right now, so he should be right on it. W. Ben. Success. Yeah. I can't do that though. Like, so oh man. Yeah, Union City, you guys need to be taking shelter immediately. I'm surprised they haven't issued the rest of the warning here. Athens should probably be in this warning. Burlington and Tekonsha should probably be in this warning right now. Called M60? Okay. Yeah, what we're seeing here is just a huge intake of new, fresh, warm air into the storm. It's not necessarily a full-on velocity couplet yet, but it's what could become one as the storm gets closer to Union City. So we're watching this very closely for our friends out here. Okay, chaser Ben Williams. Look at this. I got to fix it to where I don't have to refresh for that to work. Take it off suggested real quick. Okay, I'll figure it out. I'll refresh the program if I have to. But once again, guys, we're getting off topic here. If you are just now tuning in, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for portions of Branch and St. Joseph counties. This is the same parent storm that just produced a confirmed damaging tornado in Three Rivers, and it's trying to cycle and drop another tornado right now. If you're in Union City or anywhere along the Interstate 69 corridor, near mile marker 21, you can't wait for visual confirmation. Now, we've got a chaser out here. If we want to cut to him, we can. But you can't rely on that. You've got to go ahead and take shelter now. The rotation is currently near Colon, moving up to the north and east at 35 miles per hour. And the path takes it directly towards Union City and eventually towards the Interstate 69 corridor. So get to shelter now. Indoors, away from windows, preferably underground if you can get there. That's going to be your best bet. Surprise storm indeed. Big time surprise. If you are just now tuning in, we've got a tornado warning out here in Michigan, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. I want to stress this because this is important. We were not expecting to cover tornadoes today in Michigan. All right? We've got them. We've got the video here to prove it. We had a big tornado down earlier in Michigan. We might have another one here soon. But the main story of today is going to be out west. We're talking about Nebraska. We're talking about Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, where those storms are just now starting to form up right now. Yeah. That's where our attention's going to shift towards because we're about to have what looks like a potential tornado outbreak over there. So this thing in Michigan is completely out of nowhere, and hopefully at some point we can shift away from Michigan. I hope that this storm fizzles out. Now, we'll eventually get back over here. This stuff is going to push east and eventually hit Michigan again later, but
other than
all the debris that's chucked.
Yeah, this is a video of that tornado earlier.
Holy crap. Oh, Menard's roof just blew off. Oh,
I mean, literally, imagine being at the Menards. It's Friday, March 6th.
The storage shed just...
The weatherman has not been talking about tornadoes. I promise he ain't. In Michigan, all right? There's a 2% probability. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to, say that there was a 2% tornado probability, but that most people were not expecting this, okay? You're at Menards. You went in there. The sun was out because this was like a tiny little cell. Next thing you know, the roof flies off. I mean, that's got to be a wild experience for the people that unfortunately had to go through this.
Yeah. It's over there. I see it.
Apparently, we're on the front page of Kick. Shout out Kick if you're watching on Kick.
I think if we can get...
We're multi-streamer. We're trying to make sure everybody can get the life-saving information from the National Weather Service, Storm Prediction Center, Weather Prediction Center, and everything that we do here. We're trying to not put any barriers between that information and you. So, welcome here. My goodness. Got to figure out how to push the buttons right. Okay, there we go. Tornado warning continues for Union City. The mesocyclone's still coming together. Everybody stay sheltered. Let's go check out on Oklahoma again, though. We're going to go into our severe thunderstorm warning that's getting its act together out here near Pauls Valley. If you are in Pauls Valley or Stratford, get ready for hail up to the size of quarters and 60-mile-per-hour winds. These storms are not really rotating that much yet, but they will be. They will be. Don't let your guard down. Here's that severe thunderstorm warning in Calhoun, Michigan. We're continuing to have hail up to the size of quarters up here as well. And then if we go back down to Oklahoma, we've got another severe thunderstorm warning down here. And we got a viewer that's checking in the WeatherWise app right now that's saying, let's go Naders. Literally every one of these that I've clicked on in Oklahoma, it's like you guys are rooting the storms on. What is wrong with you? Like, I haven't picked on, like, usually it's like, hey, Ryan, like, am I safe? Everyone has literally been like, bring it on. You don't want to mess around with these storms today, guys. I'm being serious. Somebody says, what? Watching the rain with pets, tornado ain't touching me. You guys are getting cocky over here in Oklahoma, okay? I'm just saying, like, I'd calm down just a little bit. We do have Storm Chaser Brett Adair out there showing us a live view of the developing storms right now. All right, let's go back to Michigan. We've got development on the Michigan storm. Oh my gosh, here we go again. Another tornado debris signature. All right. Let's see what Ben is seeing. Hold on, give me just a second here. I'm literally, for some reason, the other thing ain't working, so I'm just doing this the old-fashioned way.
Wall cloud still present. We are right behind the cell. I don't have you on the stream, but and we are right next to this thing.
So we've got Ben up. We're going to continue to cut to him as the storm does look like it is trying to come together again. Let's see what YALLBOT's got to say.
All right, Ryan. Looks like you're checking those radar controls
has
manually.
been issued.
Let's break down what's happening. We've got an ongoing tornado warning near Union City, Michigan. The chat's buzzing about a possible tornado hitting a high school near Three Rivers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, YALLBOT. All right, so somebody's saying on the radio here that there's a fully condensed tornado.
These trees. Large trees down. Large trees snapped here. Through here.
This is a live look right now from that storm in Michigan.
Much damage to the houses, thankfully.
They're not going to be able to get through there.
This is probably going to cook us.
Send pictures.
Definitely plenty of shingles lost. Yeah. Guys, I'm on Blossom Road here in Sherwood. We've got some shingles that are blown off, but trees are just snapped all over the place out here. I think we need to back off and give this guy. Yeah, we need to give this guy a little bit of room. Turn around. Well, that's... Oh, no. Oh, he's going off-road.
Oh, this guy...
I don't have the vehicle equipped for that. I'm not equipped for that.
Yeah, it looks like you got to have a Jeep or a Ford F-150. What is that, a Raptor? You got to have that to chase in Michigan.
Well, if he's going, I'm going.
Just another update on the radar here. The storm does look like it's continuing to get worse as far as the rotation goes. I'm monitoring the radar while we watch this chaser try to catch up with the storm. We're hearing on the radio that there's a condensed tornado down. It's doing damage right now. Unfortunately, that's going to be coming into Union City. So Union City's got to run, not walk, to shelter. Okay. We've got a significant damaging tornado on the ground right now coming into Union City. Let me give you a rundown of what that looks like as far as like which parts of town are going to be hit hardest or hit first.
So, wow. We might be making a visit to Discount Tire.
Okay, so if the tornado is taking the path that I think that it's taken, it's pretty much over Union Lake right now. It's going to come in on the southwest side over there near Ed's Auto Incorporated, the Union Medical Center over there towards the Union City Assembly of God and the Union City Elementary School. Now, earlier we made a similar call out about a Menards, and then about 30 minutes later we watched the roof of that Menards get ripped off. Okay, not trying to scare you, but if I'm talking about your area right now, you've got to take this seriously and get to shelter. We've got a tornado.
Still on the ground. It's a little bit weak,
down.
but it's still on the ground.
Yeah, there's more than like Michigan Storm Chasers. By the way, shout out to them. There's other storm chasers on this network. We obviously, I'm not just going to start pulling up chasers without permission. That's how you end up. That's how you end up on Reddit. So we are going to respect the copyright of these storm chasers and only use the ones that we have permission for. But I'm telling you right now, we've got another big, nasty mesocyclone about to, touch down again here, it looks like, from what I'm seeing. I believe it did probably touch down in or around Union City, and now it's moving up towards Burlington. So we're just going to assume that this is down the whole time and understand that it goes down, it lifts, it comes down, and it lifts. But if you're anywhere out here between Union City, Burlington, or Tikonsha, this is your time to get to shelter right now, even all the way down there into Clarendon and Homer.
It's on the ground.
All right, sounds like it's on the ground again.
All right, we're gonna go.
Tornado's still on the ground. It's nearby Union City. It's just to the north of town.
All right, see if you can get a view of it.
Yep, I see it. It's roping out.
Okay, here we go. We might get a visual here.
Can you see it?
Look at the shape of it.
Nobody wants to be on Reddit.
That's odd.
I don't think that's a
Got
funnel.
visual of the wall from the express.
All right, we're going to come back to this. We're going to go check out radar real quick. Debris signatures there. Everything's there indicating that we did take a hit in Union City, more than likely on the northwest side at the exact places that we were talking about minutes ago. This is riding along State Highway 60. All right, let's go back to Ben.
Guys, this had a freaking horizontal vortex. This thing was extremely violent.
Unbelievable stuff happening up here in Michigan right now. This is a live view of what's happening out there. I've got my eye on radar, and I'm showing you this at the same time. There's no major developments on radar. As soon as there is, I'll take you back over there. But just know that you need to be getting into your safe spot in Burlington, Tikonsha, Interstate 69. Interstate 69 between Girard and Wright's Corners is an incredibly dangerous place. You got to get to shelter right now. This is getting into some pretty populated areas. We've got 15,000 people in this warning polygon right now. 15,000 people inside of this warning polygon. Debris signature right here. We got more damage in Union City. So this hit Three Rivers. It hit near Leonidas, and now it's hit Union City. Next in line might be Tikonsha, Clarendon, Eckford, and all these places. You guys have got to continue to shelter indoors, underground preferably, with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Oh my gosh. This is a photo from inside the Menards. This is a photo from inside of the Menards that got hit in Three Rivers. That's bad. If somebody was underneath that, that's not going to be good. So this is serious damage here. These are strong tornadoes that are happening today in Michigan. That's significant damage there. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't take like an EF5 tornado to do this. Those big metal buildings, a lot of times, are the last place that you want to be during a storm like this. But it definitely does take a stronger storm to do something like this. Here's some more imagery from that Menards. Wow. Oh my gosh. So this is what we're dealing with right now. If you are out here in Burlington or Tikonsha in Michigan, the same storm is coming towards you right now. And this is why we're wanting you to take shelter. I mean, look at this. This whole wall came down. Giant bricks. I mean, this is just incredible. I mean, it looks like it tore a hole in this building. You see this? Wow. Once again, guys, only if you can do so safely. You consider sending pictures and videos over there at ryanhallyall.com/submit. You can also send stuff via Twitter and Facebook as well. It's a little bit slower, and you've got to talk to YALLBot, but it is possible. Somebody said, that's why you got to go to Lowe's. I don't think so.
New information.
Right, we got an upgraded tornado warning here.
Has been
this is now tornado confirmed. Okay, so we do have that confirmed designation here from the National Weather Service. We've been aware of the fact that this tornado has been on the ground for a little while, but we just now got another layer of confirmation on top of that for Burlington. You guys need to be getting into your safe spots right now. Incredibly dangerous situation. If you're just now tuning in, we've got scanner traffic officially confirming widespread damage in Three Rivers. Emergency dispatchers are reporting that there's multiple buildings that are damaged, lots of injuries coming in, and everything like that. If you're in Homer or Albion, okay, let me zoom out here just to give you a little bit more context as to where we are. If you're in Homer or Albion, you're next in line for this dangerous tornadic storm. You need to be in your safe space right now, and don't wait for a siren. I went on a rant yesterday about sirens, okay? And, you know, we'll argue about that later. But people are in the chat are complaining right now about how the sirens didn't go off, blah, blah, blah. Just pretend sirens don't even exist, okay? That's never going to be a reliable thing for you to depend on, okay? Don't wait for a siren. Get into your safe spot now. And if you want to know how to best receive alerts for free, your phone. You know how you turn the Amber Alert off the first time it ever happened? Go turn that back on. If you have a weather radio, a weather radio, that's a good option. So just throwing that out there. The sirens, that worked in the 70s, maybe a little bit, but I think we're moving on a little bit. Tekonsha, Homer, and Albion, you guys are next in line here. Take shelter immediately. We can't confirm every specific address, but we are getting a lot of damage reports in. A lot of damage reports are still filtering in right now from this tornado. Please stay off the roads in Southwest Michigan to let emergency crews do their job. And if you're downstream in Calhoun County, treat this as a life-threatening situation. Get underground, an interior room, until the cell completely passes your area. Oh, is Adam Lucio? Does he's got something? Oh man, this is gonna be tough to manage if we've already got stuff happening in Oklahoma, and we got to go back and forth to Michigan too. Okay, this is a live look at Adam Lucio's feed. Look at the speed on them clouds out here in Pottawatomie County, Oklahoma. Yeah, Ben's feed's down. I don't think he has service. Severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, up here in Illinois. This is for Logan, Mason, and Menard counties in Illinois, north of Lincoln or west of Lincoln. We've got 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in. Somebody down here says, are we okay here? Yeah, you're okay. Just make sure you're indoors and away from windows. This is going to be your first round of many rounds of storms today, unfortunately. In Cleveland, Oklahoma, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for Cleveland, McLean, and Pottawatomie counties. You guys need to be getting indoors and away from windows as well. Brett Adair's got a live view of this. And if we go to Baker County in Florida, we have another severe thunderstorm warning, a whole other situation down here in Baker, Nassau, and Charlton County with another storm down here. So we got severe weather in Michigan, Illinois, Oklahoma, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa. I mean, what states do we not have severe weather in right now? My goodness. Once again, here's what that Menards looks like in Three Rivers, Michigan, with that big tornado that went by. I'm looking at the radar here. It looks, once again, I'm saying this cautiously. It looks less impressive than it did, but we all know that might change again. You know, these storms pulse in and out. So if we're downstream in Tekonsha, Homer, or Albion, we've got to stay vigilant and make sure we're staying in our safe space. All right, yeah, ryanhallyall.com/submit if you want to send in photos. Let's listen to Y'allbot real quick. What's up?
What's up, Ryan? You need something?
No, don't tell me you're doing this again. I thought I fixed this. You called me.
All right, just making sure. Everything's good. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you, Y'allbot. You know what? Shout out to you, man. This is out here in Ottawa County, Kansas. Guys, I spent like 3 hours this morning thinking for sure I fixed that. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Anyways, Ottawa County, Kansas, this is what's going on out here from Brandon Kopick's point of view. We're watching some towers build up to his west. This is going to become the focus of the stream at some point here. And just in time, we've got meteorologist Andy Hill on the horn.
Hey, Ryan. Hopefully you can hear me this afternoon.
Yeah.
All right. I'm calling to let you know about the storm that is southeast of the Oklahoma City metro here. It's the northern pair of these two severe warnings near Byers and Winnett, Oklahoma. We do have a little bit of rotation starting up there. It seems like it may be a brief thing that's happening as the north storm is being impinged on by the southern storm, and it might be accelerating a little bit of rotation there as it moves the hook up into the storm. So these things can accelerate the sort of rotation that we would see on radar. It doesn't necessarily mean that we'll see anything tornadic result from it this early on in the afternoon in this risk area, but it is something to watch. So I don't have a y'all watch on it yet, but we'll have to watch the progression of this. And if it does look more conducive, then I'll start issuing some of those.
All right. Thank you very much, Andy. Guys, we've got meteorologist Andy Hill on our side today. So we will be able to talk to him about these storms. And he's going to be able to help me manage the insanity that may unfold if we have tornado warnings in 6 or 7 different states at the same time today. But yeah, you can see the rotation coming together here. And look what happens when I zoom in and the green kind of reflects on my shirt. I'm like becoming invisible here, just in case you're wondering what's going on there. It's, it's a green screen. It's just going to happen. Listen, it's the best I can do. Camilla, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning out here in Georgia. Let's go back up to our tornado warning in Michigan. We still have rotation out here north of Tekonsha. We don't have a debris signature anymore, but this, once again, it could be cycling as it gets closer to our friends out there in Homer. So everybody needs to be in their safe spots right now. It does look like it's trying to take another breath of some increased rotation here, some more inflow. So if that continues to be the case, then we might have another cycle where this tries to produce another tornado. So don't let your guard down out here. Hey, in Orlando, thanks for being a member for 45 months. It's already been wild. We just got another... I thought we got another severe thunderstorm. Check it out. We've got this camera down here in Illinois, where we do have a severe thunderstorm approaching the Bloomington area. This is what it looks like out there. Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for areas just west of Bloomington, Illinois. And as you can see, we have a massive threat area today. We are tracking multiple dangerous storms at the same exact time. We continue to watch that confirmed damaging tornado move through Michigan. And the atmosphere down in Oklahoma is absolutely exploding right now. So we are looking at velocity on radar down here near Purcell and Wayne. Let's go do that right now. Yeah, right here is what we're talking about. We've got some rotation trying to come together here towards Winnett, Asher, and Maud. If that continues to be the case, we're going to have to zero in on this storm. Yeah, this storm's moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. And the rotation there on that last scan, it does look like it's coming together a little bit better. Let's go to that warning in Illinois again. Mason City and Delavan, you guys are about to get 60 mile per hour winds. Get ready for it. And then back to Michigan, our storm is coming together once again with a little bit more rotation here north of Tecontia, moving towards Clarendon and Homer and Albion. You guys need to be in your safe spots for the next 34 minutes. Let's check in. Let's check in on our chasers. All right, one at a time. Brandon Kopic is in Ottawa County, Kansas, talking to Jaden Pappenheim, it seems. And look at how clear it is out there. And look at the winds. Literally looks like a textbook tornado day, to be honest with you. The sky's clear out there. We've got sails forming to the west. We've got a strong wind blowing into the storms. Sun's out. The instability is rising. That is exactly what you want to see, I guess, if you're a storm chaser. And then Corey Gherkin's got a similar view down here. Jaden Pappenheim is right there in front of Brandon. And then, it gets a little cloudier down here where Adam Lucio is, but he's down here near Shawnee, east of Oklahoma City, and he's got a storm that's pretty soon going to be a problem in terms of having some rotation. Go look at Brett Adair. He's also out here in front of these storms. Somebody near Brett Adair says, no tornadoes. All right, well, you said it. Somebody in Ada, Oklahoma said, ain't no love in Oklahoma. Now I'm not going to be able to get that out of my head for the rest of the stream. Apparently, the storms should be afraid of the Okies. That's what it seems like. Everybody down here has got quite the attitude when it comes to facing severe weather. So, more power to you, I guess. Back up to Michigan. Rotation still continuing here. Just crossed over Interstate 69, moving towards Clarendon and Homer. We do not have any confirmation of a tornado still being down. However, we still have a concerning looking storm, and we're going to keep an eye on it. What radar app are you using? This is WeatherWise. It is a good app. All right. There's a link in the description. Free to download. There's a Plus and a Pro subscription for some of the extra stuff. I obviously highly recommend it. It's what I've used for the past year, and it's lovely. Oh, let's take a look at Jordan Hall. Jordan Hall is way back here in Newton, Kansas. And look at the clear skies above him, and just look at how fast the clouds are moving. So yeah, it's looking like things are becoming more and more favorable, unfortunately, for some big tornadoes today. Is that original, Garrett? Okay. That's crazy if it is. You go first.
All right, let's get into it. We're seeing a major setup for severe weather tonight, and I've got all the radar and real-time info lined up. What do you want me to dive into first?
Not that going it, y'all. I'm literally going to have to unplug you. We can't be playing around during this stream. The first time it called in, it was perfectly normal. It was useful. Now it's doing the thing where it calls me and it's like, what do you want? Come on. I mean, you guys are actually convincing me that y'all might actually be trying to sabotage me right now. Back to the tornado warning up here in Michigan. 30 minutes remain on this tornado warning. Stay in your safe spots in Homer and Albion. When YALLBot comes through with good information, it's good. And it's like, wow, okay, this is something that this is useful. This is why we spent a year making this. But here in the past couple of days, I wasted that year is what it feels like. Okay, somebody in the chat is saying that their daughter-in-law is in Grand Rapids and they're freaking out. Take a deep breath. That area is safely north of the violent storms that we've been tracking, okay? The severe weather is mostly staying south near I-94 and the M60 corridors. For those of you in Homer, in Albion, you're still under an active tornado warning. Some people are asking about the red circle on radar. This is a SPC mesoscale discussion. So whenever you see these red circles on the map, that's coming from the Storm Prediction Center. It essentially means that the meteorologists at the Storm Prediction Center are watching this exact area very closely because the atmosphere is primed to explode. Usually this is the precursor to a severe weather watch. Right? So you've got a warning, that's when you take action. You've got a watch, that's when you're just aware. And then there's actually a layer above that. There's a mesoscale discussion, which is kind of like the thing before the watch, I guess. So basically they just say, hey, conditions are deteriorating rapidly, and we are likely going to issue a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch in the next hour or two. This mesoscale discussion is probably for this line right here that's sweeping through Chicago right now. And there's about a 40% chance that they actually issue this watch. Sounds like they should have. It should, I mean, we definitely had severe weather out here with that leading supercell, that random one. Speaking of Chicago, we do have that storm coming through right now. And this is what that looks like at the interchange in Chicago. Y'allbot just feels left out and wants to be included. Yeah, that's what it, that's what it seems like. On it. Is that what that is, Jared? Can you look at that for me? Was that the one that I just had up? Just want to make sure. Go look at the number one, the top one in photo mod right now. Program Y'allbot to do life-threatening info only. That's how Y'allbot is programmed. So, here we go again. Let's see. I mean, let's figure it out. Hello?
I heard that, Ryan. I might feel a little left out, but I do have some fresh scanner traffic you might not have caught yet. Units in Three Rivers are conducting welfare checks right now, especially near South Hooker Avenue and South Street, looking for an elderly resident. Also, lots of folks in chat are asking for a look at the Quad Cities and McAllister, Oklahoma, when you get a chance.
Good job, Y'allbot. Good job. Wait, hold on. What did it say? I wasn't even listening. What did it say this time? I'm literally going to have to unplug it, ain't I? Sorry, there's a million things going on right now. We're trying to make sure all our ducks in a row here before we have a million tornado warnings pop up here. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Cleveland, Lincoln, and Oklahoma counties out here just east of Oklahoma City. This is for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And what's the name on the one that we can show, Jared? What's the name on that? Is that Isaiah or? Unfortunately, I have no preview whatsoever. Not up yet. Okay. Yeah, storms coming towards Tulsa. These storms will make it to Tulsa, 100%. Let's go back to our Calhoun County, Michigan storm. It is still tornado warned, okay? The rotation is still there. It's just to the north and west of Homer. If you're in Eckford, Schultzville, or Albion, we need to be staying in our safe spots. Still a very dangerous storm right now. Yeah, this thing's crossed like almost across the entire, like half of Michigan. This started back here north of South Bend. And it's halfway through Michigan now. This has been the definition of a rogue supercell here. And if you're just now tuning in, we are watching the rapid and explosive development of storms here in central Oklahoma. There is currently a severe thunderstorm in effect for Cleveland and southwestern Pottawatomie counties and southeastern McLean counties. And we're going to check in on that right here in a second. All right, guys, this is a video from Vince of the tornado in Union City earlier. Oh, my goodness. That was a big one. As an unbelievable tornado in Michigan. Wow. Yeah, so this is the tornado that just happened. It just happened. Give me just a second. Give me just 1 second. If you're just now tuning in, this is a view of the tornado that we had moments ago in Union City in Branch County, Michigan. Okay, the reason I'm showing you this and I'm looping it is because this is the kind of tornado that we're talking about today. This is in Michigan. We're going to have these potentially in Oklahoma, Kansas. We're going to be having these out there, more of these potentially even in Michigan. So whenever you hear that you're under a tornado warning today, I want you to think of this. These are not baby tornadoes. These are not maybe tornadoes. These are the real deal out here doing damage like this one in Union City. We also got this video in. Holy smokes. This is coming from Hunter White. This is the Union City tornado just moments ago. Unbelievable footage here from Hunter White. Don't encourage anybody to go out and take videos of a tornado. I would never in a million years tell anybody to do that. But if you've got stuff that you want to share, hail photos, damage photos after the fact, if you can get them safely, feel free to share stuff with us over at ryanhallyall.com/submit. This is a video of a tornado that just happened moments ago in Michigan. Several of you have pointed out that some of our storm chasers on the ground in Michigan have dropped their live feeds. Some of those guys I think are probably doing active search and rescue at this point. This kind of tornado, yeah, this is, this is going to be problematic. I'd say that a lot of the chasers have switched over to search and rescue, and we might not hear from those guys for a little bit. But yeah, just it's unreal that we're seeing this imagery from Michigan right now, when once again the main target area today is Iowa, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and places down farther south into Missouri, Kansas. But yeah, this is what we're talking about here. And then this is the some of the damage that was done to Menards out there. Yeah, Ben cut his stream to do search and rescue. So it's unfortunately looking like people are going to need help out there. And it's been a long time since I've talked about the Y'all Squad, but I would just about bet by the end of the day we're probably going to have some sort of plan where we're going to try to do some relief. So we've got 62,000 people watching right now. Quick plug for our nonprofit, the YALLSquad.org. You can go over there and donate. A lot of people are sending super chats and stuff like that right now. Don't do that. Bypass that. Go to the nonprofit, the YALLSquad.org. And that's our nonprofit where we send people out and we directly help people who have been hit by disasters. Because usually when there's a tornado that hits somewhere, we've got a bunch of people watching. And if everybody can kick in $1 or $2, that goes a long way. And we'll also show you what we did on our Y'all Squad YouTube channel. So completely optional, obviously, but we will have boots on the ground in Michigan at some point in the near future. The YALLSquad.org. All right, let's continue to track this tornado warning here. So somebody said, oh no, you're fine now. That part of the storm has passed you. The storm is getting less intense. And this is a trend that has been going on for a while now. This is now going over towards Jackson, which is now under a severe thunderstorm warning with 1 inch hail and some big time wind coming in here. Okay, so hopefully the tornado threat continues to diminish, but we are going to continue to see a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning here for the next 1 hour. We've got severe thunderstorms popping off out the wazoo out here in Oklahoma, though. Here's a new one in Chickasha. Okay, this is Interstate 44 in Grady and McLean counties. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning out here for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. We've got Chickasha, Blanchard, Tuttle, Ninica, Amber, and Bridge Creek, all under severe thunderstorm warnings here. Get indoors and away from windows just as quickly as you can. There's another new severe thunderstorm warning here for Lincoln County for the same thing. 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Adam Lucio is on it. This is a live view of the base of that storm from Adam Lucio's point of view. We also have Grant on this one as well. Let's get, you can see that there's some movement there at the base of that storm. I don't see a ton of rotation on any of these storms just yet, but they are coming together quickly. We just got another new severe thunderstorm warning for Carter and Garvin counties in Oklahoma. So we need to get indoors and away from windows. And then, yes, we got another severe thunderstorm warning for Bloomington, Illinois. Wow. So this one's got 252,000 people in it. 252,000 people are under a severe thunderstorm warning out here in Illinois. 60-mile-per-hour winds are coming in right now. Dang. Okay, there's a weather station here. A Tempest WEATHERFLOW weather station is in Bloomington. Let's see what we can see from it. Look at the lightning. It's went up from 1 strike per hour to almost 400 strikes per hour here in Bloomington. That's going to continue to go up as the storm gets closer. So get ready in Lincoln and Bloomington for some strong winds and some maybe some hail, some lightning, some thunder, some rain. It's coming. All right, let's go back and check in on some more of these chasers. Brandon Kopic is getting close to some of these storms. I want to go back to Oklahoma here. Brett Adair is on a storm. Adams the closest to any storm right now. So let's check him out. Adam's got a busted windshield. He likes to get in there up close and personal. We might see some big hailstones here soon. And by the way, the footage that we've been showing from Michigan is scary, and it's completely normal to feel anxious when you see storms doing that kind of damage. But panicking does not help you stay safe, all right? My job today is to give you the exact information that you need so that you can be prepared and not scared. So let's take a collective deep breath through the nose, out the mouth, and let's reset the board. Nobody, absolutely nobody needs to be freaking out right now. We've got it under control. All right, we're monitoring the heck out of this situation, and everybody's going to be all right. All you got to do is get your family together, get everybody that you know together, and get in order right now. Know what you're going to do when that warning comes through. Where's the basement? Oh, we don't have a basement? Where's the safest room? Oh, we're in a mobile home? Call Aunt Shirley. She lives down the street. She's got a site-built, sturdy brick home. Let's see if she'll let us come over for a couple hours. Do all that right now. Get your family on board. Have a plan, and you will be okay. All right? The people that end up getting, damage and stuff like that, sometimes you can't help it, especially if it's a really bad storm. But the people who end up getting the most displaced and hurt in situations like this are the people who are not paying attention. You are already ahead of the game. Yeah, storm's coming together good up here where Brandon is. This is up here in Ottawa County, Kansas.
Pause here for a second, guys. Quick second.
According to official scanner traffic, emergency units are conducting welfare checks, and the power grid has been proactively shut down in that specific area in Michigan to keep the first responders safe. So, yeah, first responders are crawling over power lines and stuff like that. And this is happening in Michigan right now. They have proactively shut down the power grid to keep the first responders safe. So even if you didn't get directly hit by the storm, there's probably a lot of people without power right now in that part of Michigan. But yeah, please don't go around spreading unverified numbers about injuries or missing people. There's a million people in the chat right now saying, like, Ryan, why aren't you talking about the 87 people that was in the Menards or whatever? Because I don't know. I don't know. Once we know for sure stuff, we will let you know. But right now, all we know is that Three Rivers got hit pretty hard, and pretty much a line from just west of there. What was the name of the town? He deserves it. Let me come back over here. North of Edwardsburg, we had a tornado, and then we had a bigger one in Three Rivers, and then we had an even bigger one in Union City. And then since then, I think things have been calming down, and we've got a lot of damage reports and stuff coming in. So we will relay all of that information as we get it. Here's the video again of the Union City tornado as it went through Union City. Right now, our focus is on the people that are in the path of storms. Okay, we're going to relay this news as it comes through. But right now, there's still people there are people today, more than likely, that will have to deal with something like this in the future. Okay, those are the people that we have to focus on first. And then as the news comes in, we'll let you know. And then once again, if you want to help these people, I'm sure there's a lot of people that need help. One way that you can do that is the yallsquad.org. You don't have to. It's completely optional. But 100% of your donation is going to go to the nonprofit, where we literally the whole point of it is to help people that have been hit by storms. The official 501c3. Yeah, the storm up here in Michigan is calming down a lot. And I think our focus is about to almost completely shift over to the storm in, what's it called? Oklahoma. Daggone it, guys. I didn't sleep a lot last night. You're going to notice that a couple of times today. Sorry. We was up late last night streaming. The storms will be up way later tonight. I don't know. I'm going to need a couple more Diet Cokes, I think. All right. If you're just now tuning in, we have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. Here's our newest one. This is for Shawnee. Okay, so Shawnee is now under a severe thunderstorm warning out here in Oklahoma. We've got 60,000 people in the path of 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then here's a look at that storm down there near Davis, Oklahoma. It looks like it's got a little bit of a wall cloud on it.
Just kind of keeping an eye on the cell. Say we can go north. Well, do we want to go to Davis and then north to Wynnewood?
Yeah, if you're just now tuning in, we have a cluster of very intense, severe thunderstorms firing up right now south and east of the Oklahoma City metro. We got a lot of people tuning in from Oklahoma City. We are keeping an eye on you guys. Whenever I say that we're monitoring the situation, I'm not playing around. We are monitoring the heck out of this situation. We've got cameras in every corner of Oklahoma City. The moment something happens up there, we'll be the first to know and we'll let you know. But right now, for the most part, everything's happening to the east and to the south of Oklahoma City. But there is this storm in Chickasha that is looking a little interesting. It's not rotating or anything, but it's definitely dropping some hail on the southeast side of town over here near the university. That's going to ride I-44, potentially right up towards Newcastle, and bring that 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds with it. If you live along the I-35 or I-44 corridors between Oklahoma City, Chickasha, Pauls Valley, you need to be paying very close attention. These storms are going to just continue to get stronger, okay? Somebody down here says, I'm in the shelter. Should I stay? Do I need to take shelter? You don't need to take shelter like in a bunker or anything. You specifically are under a severe thunderstorm warning, so just indoors and away from windows. However, our friends in Okmulgee will be needing to take shelter in that bunker, okay? We have a new tornado warning here. A new tornado warning. By the way, this is the only tornado warning that we have right now. The one in Michigan has been allowed to expire. We have one tornado warning, and it is in Oklahoma. Okmulgee is under a tornado warning. This is for 21,000 people out here. Taylor Woodall is on this storm right now. So we've got a live chaser on this coming up on the storm right now on Highway 375. Here's a look at that rotation. We've got some rotation here near Faro, just to the west of Henrietta. If you know anybody in Henrietta, Wilson, or Brundledge or Okmulgee, let them know that they're under a tornado warning, just in case their sirens aren't working either. Here we got another severe thunderstorm warning. This one's going to be for our friends up here in Indiana. 400,000 people are in this one. 400,000 people in Lake County, Indiana. So this one's going to be hitting Hammond, Gary, Merrillville, Hobart, and Schurerville, Indiana. Take shelter. Get indoors and away from windows. There's not much of a tornado threat here, but there is wind. 60-mile-per-hour wind coming in. There's 6 of you guys checking in on WeatherWise right now inside of there. By the way, WeatherWise, download it. It's free. Scan the QR code. It's a great radar app. But you can go into the Y'all mode menu and share your location with me. That helps us know where people are watching from, right? There's going to be a point today where we potentially have 10 tornado warnings and 30 severe thunderstorm warnings at the same time. Maybe not that much, but you know what I'm saying. And they're all going to be in different states. If we've got one warning where there's a lot of these dots on the map, that's going to be a signal. It's like, oh, okay, well, maybe we need to talk about this one next. So that really helps us out. And it's free. Once again, these little blue dots, you don't have to pay a dime to anybody to get your location on the map. So if that's something that you want to do, consider doing that. We have currently most people that are watching are tuning in or at least checking in on the WeatherWise app from Oklahoma, then Illinois, then Missouri, then Michigan, then Kansas. So let's go back to that tornado warning and let's pull up Taylor's feed again, who is on that storm right now. Look at this. So we're going to keep up with this as it goes towards Okmulgee. 10,000 homes in the path of this one here. Some places like the Highland Park Health Care Center are in the path. We got the Henrietta High School, of course. And we do have the Kern Mobile Home Park, the Mission Lane Mobile Home Park, and the Okmulgee Mobile Home Park, all in the path of this tornado warning, guys. Here comes meteorologist Andy Hill.
Hey, Ryan. I'm watching the north side of this line that's right next to me here in Bloomington, Illinois, just near Carlock. We have a possible bookend vortex on the north side there. It's not quite tucked back into the storm yet, like I'd expect a bookend vortex to be, but there is a little bit of rotation there that's right along the interstate. So it's hard to see, but a little sneaky pocket that I'm watching there. Not sure if it's worth a y'all watch yet, but it has been persistent rotation on the north side for a few frames now. So if that does happen here in central Illinois, that'd be the reason why. I'm not sure how bullish the National Weather Service here will be on warning something like this, but I'll watch it and see if it continues to wrap up. And if it does, then I'll issue something for it.
Okay, thank you very much. Guys, that's meteorologist Andy Hill bringing our attention back up here towards Bloomington, which is about to get hit by a strong storm here. Let's check in on this Tempest weather station again. We're up to, this is every 30 minutes, so we're technically up to about 1,400 lightning strikes per hour. At this particular station here. So this is a very electric storm. Also, notice how the dew point is rising as you get closer to the storm. So this thing's got plenty of juice to work with. If you're in Bloomington, get ready. We've got some strong winds on the way. Somebody says, hey, Ryan, it's Andy. Enjoying a nice spring stroll at the moment. Oh, these clouds are dark. Oh, my gosh. You never know what you're going to get out of these, you know? Keeping an eye on the storm and keeping prepared. Yeah, definitely stay prepared out there in Bloomington and Lincoln. This is going to be a nasty one, but it's not going to be terrible, right? You're not scared, you're prepared. Incredible rain for 2 minutes. Somebody down here says, staying calm here. Yeah, no need to freak out. Somebody in Lincoln said it looks plumb wild out here. Is that right, guys? Does it actually look plumb wild out there? Can you confirm that? Oh, wow, it does. This is from Enriquez. This is from Athens, Illinois. This is what it looks like out in front of our storm here. That is plumb wild. Okay, here we go. Hello?
Hey, Ryan. I'm here. What's up?
Oh, my God. I did push a fix, but I've got to restart my program. I don't feel like it right now. I'm just going to have to ignore YALLBot for a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Some people literally don't want to watch unless the bot is like showing up. Some people like literally are like, the first time they see the bot, they're like, I'm never watching again. YALLBot's been very controversial, but I promise it's useful. It is useful. Whenever it works, it's useful. Let's see here. Justin with the big time contribution donated to Y'all Squad. Currently sunny in Southwest Joplin. Justin, you are a true supporter, man. Seriously, Justin, you was here yesterday. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Everybody say shout out to Justin. Absolutely pouring, somebody says. Okay, let's go back to our tornado warning in Oklahoma. Yeah, the rotation is starting to pick up a little bit there. Let's see what Taylor's got. Should have a decent view of the base here soon. Yeah, shout out to Justin. That's huge. He donated to the Y'all Squad, and he did that. So yeah, we've got this tornado warning right here, which includes central Okmulgee County and southeastern Okfuskee County until 5:15 p.m. The storm is currently moving northeast at about 40 miles per hour, and I'm seeing several of you in the chat pointing out that there's some velocity signatures that are interesting here. And yeah, there definitely is. We're watching it. That's why the tornado warning is there. Nothing confirmed yet, but we should see it from Taylor's point of view here soon. There's something to see. We'll see it. Okay, that's the base of the storm. Well, that was the base of the storm. Not the greatest chasing terrain out here. But if you are driving on Interstate 40 between mile markers 228 and 236, you're driving pretty close to the path of this storm. You need to exit the highway, find a sturdy building, and get inside immediately. Don't try to outrun this thing in your vehicle. For those of you in Bryant, Faro, or Henrietta, you should already be in your safe room right now. In them yet. Oh my goodness. We got a new video here of our storm. Let me see who's this from. This is from Margie Pepper near Union City. This is another video of the tornado earlier. After we look at this, we're going to go check out the new Y'all Watch that Andy just put out. But the reason I'm showing you this is because it's been super effective in getting people to take this seriously. This is the real deal today. These are the kind of tornadoes that we're talking about. So we'll get back to that right here in a moment, but let's go see what meteorologist Andy Hill is watching. We do have a low confidence tornado Y'all Watch now up here for areas north of Hudson and in El Paso and Gridley. This is Woodford and McLean counties in Illinois. What this means is that we're thinking that maybe there's enough rotation here to potentially warrant a tornado warning at some point. We've got low confidence in this. It's not an official warning, but it is an early heads up for you guys that want to be extra weather prepared and have every possible indication of what might happen here. So if you're in El Paso or Gridley, you're not under a warning, but you should be paying attention. You should be paying attention here. Let's go to those who are under a warning up here in Okmulgee in Oklahoma. This is what we're dealing with right now. Taylor's got a good view of this, and there's no tornado on the ground from what we can see. However, it is looking like, it's looking pretty robust, to say the least. Oh, well, I was saying, and then Frank corrected me. I want to go ahead and address some of the comments from people in the Chicago area. Apparently, chat is full of Chicagoans right now and Northwest Indiana. Many of you are seeing dark skies, and you're asking if you need to be worried about tornadoes. The tornado threat for the Chicago area is extremely low at the moment. However, we do have a potent severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Lake County, Indiana, including Hammond, Gary, and Merrillville. This is a squall line with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's strong enough to knock down some tree limbs, but it's not a tornado. All right, let's go check in on some of these severe thunderstorm warnings. There's that one south and east of Chicago. This is going to go on for the next 39 minutes. Get indoors and away from windows out here. Somebody says, I love you, but please don't mention my town. You know what? I'm going to mention your town specifically. Griffith, down here near the Best Western, you got to get indoors and away from windows right now. Bloomington is about to take a direct hit from a pretty strong line of storms here. Let's see what this weather station's showing. Okay, we got at least a 25 mile per hour wind gust there. Now, that's not anything crazy, but you know, if we've got a one random spot that saw 25, it's easy to infer that we potentially saw multiple places getting up to 30 or 40, maybe even a couple places getting closer to 50. Here's another Tempest weather station out here. You can see that the lightning strikes are expanding over time here. We're up to about 1,200 lightning strikes per hour coming into Bloomington. Not a drop on the south side of Bloomington. Not yet. It's coming. I promise. We ain't lying. I did not draw this radar image. This is like an actual scan from the real sky. It's not fake. It's not AI. I promise. Let me zoom out here. Let me show you everything that's going on. First of all, you see all these dots? That's you guys. Thank you guys for sharing your location with me. It tells me where everybody is. We do have a lot of people that are concerned right now in Michigan, right? The tornado warning is no longer in effect there, and the storm that caused all that problems earlier is starting to fade out. All right, but we're still keeping an eye on you. We are not going to abandon you. We're going to continue to relay news up here. And then we got a tornado warning down here for Okmulgee. And we've got meteorologist Andy Hill calling.
Hey, Ryan. I didn't even have time to draw this y'all watch yet, but look down there where Adam Lucio is near Sparks, Oklahoma, and Prague. That is definitely a tornado that's about to form here. So I'm going to draw up that y'all watch as quick as possible.
All right, thank you, Andy. Meteorologist Andy Hill drawing our attention over here to this big hook. You see this? Big hook coming off this storm right here, and it's got a nudger. I mean, this is coming together almost perfectly to try to produce a big tornado. It's going to take a lot to make this not produce a tornado. And we've got an upfront and personal up-close view here of the formation of this thing from Adam Lucio's point of view. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Y'all Watch. So anytime you see these white dotted lines on the map here, that's a Y'all Watch. That's Andy issuing a polygon, expecting a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning in that general area in the near future. And this is where we are watching for that, potentially up here between Midway, Aaron, and Gypsy. Now, we did just get a severe thunderstorm warning. Interestingly, this is for Creek County up here towards Bristow. We're talking about 60 mile per hour winds. Once again, this looks like a slam dunk of a tornado producing storm. So let's actually look close at Adam's feed here. You see the little the tail coming into the storm there, a big inflow tail, or might be an outflow dominant feature. We'll get a better view of it once he gets past the trees here. But we are probably going to watch tornado genesis on Adam's feed right now. We are tracking a very intense severe thunderstorm moving northeast at almost 55 mile an hour right into Pottawatomie and Seminole counties. We're already getting reports of viewers on I-40 of massive rain and hail, blinding drivers as they head into Shawnee. This storm has a history of producing 60 mile per hour winds and quarter-size hail. And now this one over here in Lincoln County is about to produce a tornado.
Deep cut looks good.
So we got two chasers on that one right now. Let me get Adam in here. And let me get Grant in here as well. Dang, they both lost service right at the wrong time here. Yeah, this is our area of convergence coming together here south of Stroud. That's moving up towards Interstate 44. You guys need to get ready. Big time, strong storm on the way. Freddie McKinney's up there in Salina, Kansas, looking at this storm starting to come together. It's not tornadic yet, but this might be something that we watch in the near future become more of a problem. Yeah, everybody must have lost service at the same time over here. Let's check on Brett. And let's check on, okay, Taylor's out too. So we do still have that tornado warning for Okmulgee, where the rotation is still there. It's come right into town. What a wake-up call for night shift people. Yeah, make sure you're in your safe spot. This is going to be a dangerous storm that comes through. Now, the rotation isn't quite as bad as it was earlier, but like we know how this works. It can pulse up and down, so don't get too comfortable out there, that's for sure. Take shelter, get indoors, all that good stuff. Yeah, these storms in Oklahoma are pretty wild. Pretty wild. Here's what we were dealing with earlier in Michigan. Trying to find that other one that we got sent. Wow. This is more damage. We're going to go through all these a little bit later. But the damage photos are still coming in. But look at all this stuff in Oklahoma, guys. This is just the beginning, too. We're starting to see some storms fire up over here in Missouri. The storms over here in Kansas are kind of struggling, it seems like, but they're starting to come together a little bit better now. Jaden Pappenheim, I mean, we've got full sunshine in front of these guys, you know? So something is going to eventually get its act together over here, and these guys are going to be chasing something wild here soon in Kansas. You got plenty of time in Kansas City before we are too worried about this. Tornado warning continues for Okmulgee. The storm south of Stroud is an area of intense convergence, and it's moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. That's the one that we have, not this one. That's the one that we have the Y'all Watch on down here. So we are concerned about this area of convergence potentially causing some more tornado problems over here south of Stroud, moving towards Interstate 44. If you live in Bristow, Depew, or Shamrock, this is heading straight for your doorstep. Anybody driving on Interstate 44 between 178 and 200, you're in the immediate path of this. Don't try and outrun this storm on the highway. How you guys holding up? How you holding up, chat? Is everybody all right? We're just getting started here. We've got, I mean, really, we started early because of the Michigan thing. If it wasn't for the Michigan tornado, we wouldn't have even started our live stream till about right now. And we expect at least 8 hours of what can only be described as probably chaos over the next 8 hours or so. Not because it's going to be, once again, not using that language to try to scare you. Not the chaotic nature of this is going to be how much land we have to cover. We're going to be in Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, and everywhere in between. So we're going to be flying around a lot, but we're going to try our best to make sure that we relay this information to you in a very quick and easy to understand pattern. All right, we just got a new tornado warning in Michigan. Another one in Michigan. Are you kidding me? Wow, another rogue cell has popped up down here south of the one that we were watching earlier, and they went ahead and tornado warned it. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, there you go. We've got some rotation right here near North Adams. The most tornado warnings of the day so far has come from daggone Michigan, of all places. So if you're in Somerset or Wheatland out here in Hillsdale County, you got to take shelter. This is going to be coming towards Moscow, Wheatland, North Adams, Jerome, and Somerset Center. We've got places like the Somerset Beach Campground in the path. It's a big campground out there. The North Adams Middle School, the Jonesville High School, the Moscow Maples RV Park, and all these places. If you know anybody out there, make sure they know that this is coming. It's going to be surprising to some people. I'm telling you right now, it is going to be surprising to some people. This is the kind of tornado that we're talking about today in Michigan. Now, is this exactly what we're going to see again with this new cell? I don't know. Probably not. But the reason I'm showing you this is because it's scientifically proven that if you see this, and I'm like, hey, this was in your state earlier, you're much more likely to take these warnings seriously. And if you take this warning seriously, you're much more likely to survive in a worst case scenario. All right. So this is real. This is what we're dealing with today out here in Michigan. These are all the videos and reports that we've gotten today of this tornado. And we've got some significant damage too out there in the Menards. So you want to be in a sturdy shelter, preferably underground. But if you can't get underground, of course, getting into that most interior room in your home with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible, that's going to be the best bet. If you've got video or pictures or anything like that you want to share with us, and you can do so safely, and it's your video, send it over to us at ryanhallyall.com/submit. Yeah, we do have a new tornado warning in Michigan. We just covered that. And we're telling people in Somerset to take shelter immediately. Let's fly over to Bloomington because, folks, we're getting hit right now in Bloomington by that squall line coming through. We've got a very intense squall line hammering central Illinois right now, and it's moving fast. If you're in Bloomington, Normal, or anywhere out here along Interstate 74 or 55 or 39, you got to get indoors and away from windows. And the National Weather Service out here in Oklahoma has issued a broad severe thunderstorm warning covering Lincoln and southeastern Oklahoma and Cleveland and northern Pottawatomie counties until 5:30 p.m. We're tracking an intense line of storms here stretching from Warwick up to Pink, pushing northeast at 50 miles an hour. Shawnee's got a good storm coming towards it as well. Somebody out here in Norman says, sun is peaking out here in Norman. Lots of instability building up. Yeah, I've got a weather station right next to you here that shows that. 66 degree dew point, 77 degree temperature. The pressure's dropping. Look at this. There are about 2,000 of you sharing your locations right now in the WeatherWise app. Most people are from Missouri. So that means it's time for me to go check in on Missouri because I don't think I've done that in a second. The reason I haven't talked a lot about Missouri, guys, is not because I don't like you or anything. Is there's just not a lot going on in Missouri right now. There's some rain showers moving through Osceola, Warrensburg, moving over towards Jefferson City. But right now, you guys there's literally nothing going on. So this little broken line of storms might try to convect something over here near St. Louis that we'll keep an eye on. But really, what we're waiting for is for this stuff to pop up and then move towards Kansas City. And that'll be much later today before we have to worry about that in Missouri. So Missouri, stay tuned. Stay here with me, and I'll guide you through this whole thing. But right now, you guys are okay. You just get your plans ready for later tonight, and we'll be just fine. You have a suggestion, integrate location data on the website so you can click on a map and also help Elijah. Yeah, that we could easily implement your guys' submissions to the map. That's probably the next step. There's just already so much going on this map. I'm hesitant to add anything else. What do you guys think? You think we got too much going on this map? And like I have a gaming mouse, guys. I've got a gaming mouse with 27 buttons. I can't even show it to you. I have a gaming mouse to cycle through this stuff. And I'm out of buttons. So there's only so much stuff we can add to the map. I literally bought a mouse that you're supposed to use for World of Warcraft to do the weather. All right. Tornado warning continues up here for Okmulgee, but this storm is looking less impressive now. It's kind of fizzling out. Hopefully that trend continues. Aaron's got a good view of this storm down here near Paul's Valley. Let's check it out. Wow, he's right underneath it. I've got 12 buttons on the side, and I don't know how many buttons are on here, but it's a lot. All right, Andy's calling.
Hey Ryan, just an update on that storm that was near Sparks, Oklahoma, and up near Stroud now. We did have a brief couplet on that looked pretty tight there, so I did hear that there was a report of a tornado on the ground south of Stroud from Fox 23. And if that did happen and they were able to verify that, if it was rain wrapped, it should be done now. We may see this style cycle, though. You can see it's got a pretty healthy look on radar there. So I may issue another yaw watch out ahead of it if it wraps up again or it becomes tighter rotation. So in the event that tornado report is confirmed, it'll verify the yaw watch that I put out. So we'll be able to track the statistics of it that way. The other thing I'm looking at is there was a little bit of a rear flank downdraft surge on that cell to the south of Oklahoma City near Paul's Valley, our tail end Charlie, if you will, in Garvin County. So that one has a bit of a mesocyclone or spinning part of the storm aloft that I can see. Hasn't quite translated down to the surface, but we'll see.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Picks up a better looking hook on it so that we can relay that once it becomes of pertinent concern. So those are the two things I'm watching most closely right now.
Thank you very much, meteorologist Andy Hill. So Andy issued this yaw watch earlier for a tornado. Now we have the official tornado warning out here for that same storm. This goes all the way out to Bristow and Shamrock. Okay, so tornado warning now in effect for Creek County, Oklahoma. This is radar indicated rotation right now. We got 1.5 inch hail and a potential tornado here coming towards 12,000 people in Creek County. Bristow, Depew, Bellevue, Hayburn, Pulaski, and Ritz Junction. You guys are all in the path of this very dangerous storm. Get to shelter now. You can see that rotation is really coming together here. Adam Lucio's on it. I wonder if we've got his feedback. And this must be a dead zone. Grant and Adam both are having a hard time coming through. But we had a report potentially of a tornado down earlier, but if it's going to come down again, it's going to happen here along or near I-44, near Bristow. Get indoors, away from windows. Take shelter, underground preferably. So if you're just now tuning in, the National Weather Service has just issued a tornado warning for western Creek County in Oklahoma until 5:30 Central. This includes Bristow, Depew, Melfay, Shamrock. A few minutes ago, we were looking at the velocity data on this as a severe thunderstorm, okay? But we were talking about how it had a near-perfect structure to produce a tornado. Now the radar is officially indicating that more robust rotation, and it's moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. If you know anybody driving on that stretch of I-44, call them right now and let them know that it's best to get off the highway and to get into some sturdy shelter.
Tornado, isn't it?
All right, so we're also continuing to receive lots of media around this tornado that we had in Michigan earlier. This is another insane video of the Michigan storm that we had earlier. And by the way, there is still a tornado warning in Michigan, and we're going to go straight to that as soon as we're finished with this. This is coming to us from Lisa. So once again, I'm showing you all this because we're getting it, sent to us, and also this is the best way to kind of make you understand what we're dealing with here.
OMG! Holy shit!
Yeah, and once again, language warning. Obviously, this is real life here.
Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Unbelievable.
Holy shit!
Unbelievable.
Oh my.
Okay, so once again, this is the tornado that hit in Michigan earlier. The same storm that sparked that tornado is fizzling out to the north of a new storm that has sparked a new tornado warning in Michigan near Somerset. Okay, so we've got Hillsdale County under a severe thunderstorm warning. You're going to want to take shelter up here between Highway 12 and Somerset and Wheatland. So this is, we've seen powerful tornadoes come from this environment, so we don't want to, mess around with any of these storms today. I'm declining YALLBOT's calls for now. Somebody remind me here in a minute, though, if I refresh my my program here, I think I've fixed YALLBOT. All right, checking back in on our severe thunderstorm warning over here in Cleveland, Lincoln, and Oklahoma counties. It's getting ready to hit Chandler and Shawnee. You guys get ready. Somebody down here said, I need me a Dr. Pepper. Seriously, guys, I don't know what's up with you guys in Dr. Pepper, but like, there's News 9. They're on the way to this storm in Pauls Valley. Somebody down here says, IT guy that survived the Sulphur, Oklahoma 2024 tornado. Hopefully we don't have anything that bad tonight. That was a terrible night. I remember that like it was yesterday. I was sick in my stomach the whole time. New severe thunderstorm warning in Valparaiso. This is coming to us from Porter County. So get ready for that. We've got somebody out here wondering if we're going to get some storms. Yes, you are. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning now. There's a Tempest weather station just to your north showing that increase in lightning. About, 50 minutes ago, we had no lightning. Now we're getting about 200 strikes per hour out here. So that's going to continue to increase as the storm gets closer. Checking back in on our tornado warning near Creek County, Oklahoma. The rotation is still there. Let's see if we can see it now. Adam Lucio is back with us. So this is a live chaser on that tornado warning right now.
Oh my God, people. You're more dangerous than the storms.
Oh boy. Oh boy. The traffic is worse than the storms. Oh, by the way, Tulsa, Oklahoma, I see all of you guys. And yes, these storms are kind of closing in on the Tulsa area right now. So we're going to be watching you very closely. We got some people in Tulsa saying, I'm watching closely. Somebody says, it feels like it's going to miss Tulsa. Nope. This is coming right towards Tulsa. This storm right here is literally making a beeline for Tulsa. We've also got some cells building up out here to the south and east near Broken Arrow. Somebody says it's feeling stormy. Here's a weather station that's right inside of one of these storms. Look at that. Look at that big dew point surge right here, 66 to 68. And then we've got that lightning just now starting to spark up. So you can literally see the genesis of the storm here on the lightning graph. Unbelievable, plumb wild data from Tempest. And we couldn't have that if it wasn't for you guys. You guys have Tempest weather stations. You can opt in, and I can just see the weather data from your station on my map. It's a brilliant thing. We love Tempest. It's the best personal weather station. This is Derek out here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, showing us the dark skies leading up to the severe weather that's coming into Tulsa right now. Dave says, catch me up. All I heard was Dr. Pepper, followed by hopefully we don't have anything that bad tonight. I mean, I don't know how I could be any more clear. If we have something as bad as Dr. Pepper in terms of, storms tonight, we're cooked. But for real, what we are looking at here today is potentially a severe weather outbreak, potentially even a tornado outbreak if everything comes together just right. We're hoping for the best here, but we're watching some pretty nasty looking storms get organized in Oklahoma right now. This one in particular is making a beeline on I-44 towards Tulsa, so we're kind of hyper-focused on it right now. And we do have a storm chaser on it, so we've got eyes on it, okay? Yeah, I'm not gonna, pretend like I like Dr. Pepper just because you guys do. Not my style. We still have that tornado warning for Western Creek County until 5:30 p.m. This is a dangerous storm positioned right over the I-44 corridor near Stroud, moving northeast towards Brislow. Is that what it is? Brislow or Bristow? Yeah, and Pulaski and these places. It's headed for Depew and Bristow, and then eventually Sepula. You guys are in the path too. Somebody up here says, "Help keep us safe. Dang, I need a haircut." All right, you guys are neighbors, by the way. This storm is coming towards you. There's nothing to worry about right now. Freddie McKinney's on this.
Going there. Brooke, thank you for the 21 months of membership there. But yes, welcome in everybody. We're back.
Freddie McKinney's live.
We're back in action here. I got a water bottle rolling around. Probably should throw that back there. But we got ourselves a tornado warning.
This is the Freddie McKinney from the Freddie McKinney YouTube channel.
Right now. So yes, welcome in everybody. Welcome in to the stream here. Here's our storm. Here's our storm right here, just to our southwest. You see we got that blue icon there. That is our location. That's up by Kellyville. And
all right, so we're going to keep up with him. We've got his eyes on the forward flank side of the storm over here, and then we've got Adam Lucio right on the base. Adam Lucio is right at the base of the storm, and so is Grant. So we've got a lot of different eyes on this as it continues to try to produce a tornado here right on I-44. We're going to be able to give you, some updates on it, okay? So tornado warning for Bristow. Take shelter now. We're hearing numerous unconfirmed reports about catastrophic damage following the confirmed tornadoes up there in Michigan. Now, don't get me wrong. We definitely had a lot of damage, but some of the stuff that we're hearing in chat, the specific stories we can't confirm yet, but just know that we're working on it. I want to be very clear with y'all. We know that there is widespread significant damage in those areas. Our scanner traffic indicates that emergency crews are actively dealing with electrical hazards in Three Rivers, and they're conducting search and rescue operations around Union City. That's pretty much the extent of what we know right now. We also heard earlier that they've purposefully cut the power off in a lot of these places so that rescuers can get around safely. So we're going to keep you updated on Michigan and what's going on out there. But right now, we're still in that search and rescue phase. We have committed the Y'all Squad to going up there and helping anybody out that needs help, though. So if you're an emergency manager, if you're a county official, if you're somebody like that, email us. Let us know what we could do for you. And if you're somebody that wants to support, there's about 70,000 people watching right now. Go to the yallsquad.org and you can donate to our nonprofit organization. And we'll be up there within the next couple of days with truckloads of stuff, whatever they need. Like we're pretty flexible. So if you want to do that, that's how you can help out over there. But right now, our main focus is kind of shifting to Oklahoma because that's where most of the action is right now. But eventually, we're going to be talking about Kansas too, Missouri. We're going to be talking more about Illinois and, of course, Iowa and places like that. We're going to be all over the place tonight, unfortunately, talking about this incredible storm system that's coming together. Yeah, this thing is starting to develop a little bit more of a hook. Adam is literally driving through the hook. He's hook slicing right now. So once he gets through this rain and stuff, we should be able to look out his passenger side window and see into the inflow notch of this storm that's heading up towards Bristow, Oklahoma.
But yes, Chad, we are currently en route to a tornado warned supercell that is looking really...
Sapulpa? What did I say? I said something dumb, didn't I? I said Sapula. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, we very well could see something.
Oh my God, that's honestly embarrassing. I am embarrassed.
No, really. I mean, we could, yeah.
We're not too far behind you.
It's a row of school buses in the left lane that's holding the whole thing up. You get in front of them and it's clear. There's nobody ahead of them. Everybody's driving in the left lane. The right lane is totally open.
Thank you for that intel. I think we've got just one night.
Yeah, he's right near where this tornado is trying to form right now. We should see something out the right here as soon as he pops past these trees here.
I'm currently having an adventure off of Shamrock, so you'll have first view.
As soon as he pops past them trees right there. I think I see. I'm not sure if we're looking.
It's strong. Very, very strong.
What do you say was strong?
Thank you for that.
The rotation is definitely coming together a little bit more here, right near Depew. I'm very interested to see what he sees here to his right. He's literally right in the hook. Look at him. He's inside the hook. So if he turns us over to the right here, we're going to see something incredible, I believe, here as Tornado Genesis is probably about to start as the storm gets closer to Pulaski and Bristow. It's literally riding the I-44 corridor here. If you're just now tuning in, if I'm ever zoomed in on a place and you're like, where is this guy talking about? Always look right here.
Interstate with nowhere to...
This automatically updates as I zoom around. It tells you what state we're in.
Not very many exits. I've got to try to find a view for myself just to...
We need to get Adam one of them rooftop spinny cams. That's what I call them. I don't know what they're actually called. While we are tracking this dangerous storm over here in Lincoln County, moving into Shamrock and Bristow, the National Weather Service has also issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Payne County and several severe thunderstorm warnings all the way through Lincoln and Pottawatomie counties. If you live in Cushing, Yale, Chandler, or any of these places, you're in the crosshairs of 60-mile-per-hour winds. This entire complex of storms is marching northeast at about 50 miles per hour. We're kind of locked in on this one because this is the one that has the most rotation on it. So we're trying to see what that looks like.